Scotty, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. It's good to see you all. Heard of the cat. It's good to see you, man. How you doing? Cliff, welcome aboard. Looks like a nice plane. I know it does, doesn't it? Scotty doesn't know it. Happy Friday. Aviation 317, welcome aboard. I was Scotsman. Happy Friday. Piper the Hawk's in the house. Good to see you. Drew the Cessna Pilot's here. Welcome aboard. Apple, it just works. Well, it's not Apple's fault. It's the program Air Server, which is what I use to bring the over the iPad onto my streaming machine so that I can put it on the screen. And it's got a little like bug or something where with my streaming box, like it just decides that it's not going to work. And it's just like, nah. So you got to close it and then restart it and then maybe it'll work. But yeah, Stuff Bob, good to see you, man. How you doing, Bob? Be the Gamer 2YT, welcome aboard. Civ Ryan Twin, good evening to you as well, sir. Toolage, good to see you. City Light Quadruple 7, welcome aboard. I'm doing very well, Cliff. Thank you, man. So yeah, we're here. It's Friday. How's it going? We're gonna get our we'll start the stream as we have been the last few weeks with some weather talk. New England's gonna get its first nor'easter this weekend. And not snow, at least not snow down here. Well, Dan in Vermont might get some snow from this, but we are gonna get some. We're gonna get some lovely, lovely wind and rain tomorrow. Like they're talking like 35, 40 knot gusts and whatnot, like 45, 50 mile an hour wind gusts. Not cool, man. Not cool. It's all right though because I have heat in my house on both floors. Somebody asked about the clothes still hanging up back there. The heat is on. The heat is on, but there's still work to be done. So there's still some adjustments, some tuning, and some sealing up of things, and yada yada yada. So until they're completely done, I can't use my closet. And as I mentioned when we started here, my HVAC buddy and I were talking a little too long, and he got here a little late because his day job kept him busy. And so as a result of that, he didn't get as much done today as he'd anticipated. So he's coming back next Saturday. So I have one more week where I can't use my closet. And hopefully by next weekend I can get it put back together. And we're going to see one more week of clothes hanging on the thing behind me. So Jack's TTV is going to see you. Grau Adler, welcome aboard. Happy to be flying it, man. We'll see how it does. Moist Loaf, good to see you. Wolfie, welcome aboard. Ice Trucker 21, happy Friday. Nightbird, good to see you. Colin Shirley YT, welcome aboard. Kelvo 907, good to see you. So yeah. So I have heat. We got the system. Well, he got the system turned on Tuesday. The electricians McChiggity Pot. I gotta say hi to McChiggity Pot first. How you doing, man? Good to see you, Mike. I guess sales for Hyundai will be down tomorrow. Yeah, you might have some trouble selling cars tomorrow. So we got the electricians in here on Monday. They finished up all their work. And then on Tuesday, my buddy came in and got the whole system turned on, which was nice. And then so I've had heat in here all week, which has been quite fantastic. And then today he came back and he put we were just blowing the heat straight out, like there were no vents or anything. So he installed all the vents upstairs or up in the ceiling and whatnot up here. And we replaced all the vents downstairs they were white and now they're brown because nothing in our house is actually white. That's racist, I know. So that's in. So we have some nice dual zone climate control. I can actually, let's see, total. Stand by. Nothing incriminating. Okay. I can control mine remotely. So downstairs is a nice 68 degrees Fahrenheit and upstairs is 67 Fahrenheit. And if I scroll through to it, let's make sure we're not going to reveal anything here. Nope. I can control the thermostat from my computer or my smartphone. Yeah. It's dumb. It's super dumb. I've used it a ton already. Like I use it on my phone a lot just to kind of check on it. I'm going to find a way to get some data out of this thing at some point for sure. But yeah, so we get the two zones, we get the two things installed. So I'm so happy to finally have the damn heat going. Angry Pilot says I just turned him on. Yeah, that's right. Do you like it when I show you my HVAC? Any ASMR tonight? I don't know. We'll see how it goes, man. I'm not drinking tonight, so it might be a little tough. Poker 2012 Chew, good to see you, man. How you doing? So yeah, so they got that all going. So it's nice. It's nice to like it wasn't super cold up here, but it was my feet were cold. Like we didn't have any, like the heat was coming up the stairs, and whatever, like the heat moves, heat rises, and so like the rooms themselves were relatively comfortable. There was one day it got down in the 20s, it was maybe a little iffy, but it was fine. It's just like my feet were cold all the time because we weren't quite getting the circulation and whatnot that we wanted. So that's fixed. That's pretty much been the highlight of my week. The cat has been doing the cat stuff. She's still a little sick. She started pooping on our floor mat. That's not sitting too well with me right now. Like, I clean that box. I clean it real well. Use the damn box, cat. But I think the cat is on the upslope. She's getting better. Put it that way. So, and then what else is? Oh yeah, I got my flu shot today. That was good. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. So we got, baby stuff is still happening, and I'm going to put a crib together this weekend and whatever else. Maybe I should, you know what? I should fire up the live stream today. We'll do an IRL crib construction stream this weekend because I ain't got anything else to do tomorrow. So maybe we'll get that going. we could be on the creative side, whatever they're calling it nowadays. What's the due date? The due date is November 19th, but that's likely inaccurate. So yeah, it's not hammer stand. It's close. Like, I think the thermostat takes some leeway one way or another, because you definitely can feel the temp kind of doing this. But like, as everything, I noticed that as the system kind of heated things up, and as it ran a cycle for 12 or 24 hours, all the stuff that was cold, I think, came up to the proper temperature, and then started working the way, like it didn't hold all that cold air. So like the temperature has felt much more consistent. Like, I don't feel like it's hot and then a little cold and then a little hot and then a little cold. It's like the thermostat, I think, has figured out what it's got to do. That may be complete horse crap. I don't know. Whatever, dude. Who'd I miss here? Growler, how you doing, man? Hawkfist3, welcome aboard. Jonathan Cordova says Cat is the rock star. Let's go with it. I'll take it. Joe Nurse says welcome aboard. If your feet are cold, put on a hat. Okay, I'll do that. Am I on 11.26 or 11.3 beta 1? I'm on 11.26, man. I ain't running any beta releases till they go to RC. I make a rule not to do any of the X-Plane betas because they tend to break more than they fix. And I need a solid, stable simulator for the things that I'm doing on these Friday nights. So we're on 26 now until the RC comes out. So yeah, if you guys don't know, X-Plane 1130 beta 1 came out today. Go grab it if you're so into that sort of thing. Puff MTD, how you doing, man? Good to see you. So yeah, that's been the week. I did some flying on Monday. I did some flying on Wednesday. I got an hour and a half. I have an hour and a half to go of instrument time. And then, so I have 2 more flights scheduled. One's on Monday, one's on Wednesday of next week. And then I have a 2-hour session with my instructor on Tuesday night to cover everything. So once we get that done, I'm immediately going to get in touch with the DPE, try to get some time scheduled, and we'll see about trying to get this thing done before the baby comes. But it's going to be a photo finish. Like, there's a very real possibility that I might have to push it back a little bit and do it after the baby's already here, which is going to suck. There's like no way around the fact that that's not ideal. Yeah. Canicus, how you doing, man? I am an HVAC. Definitely takes about a day or two for the smart thermostats to regulate themselves. Gotcha. Well, thank you, Canicus. Canicus, I'll send you. I'll post some pictures, and you can judge the work of my buddy. Yeah, definitely. Everything is definitely like comfortable now. ETA for the baby, couple weeks. November 20th is the official due date. Whether that changes, we'll see. It's gonna change. Josh Gibbs, good to see you, man. You schedule the GP now. Yeah, I know. I reached out to the DPE to see what his schedule looks like. He says it's about a 1 to 2 week lead time. So knowing the fact that it's 1 to 2 week lead time, I am inclined to just wait until I'm finished with my instructor next week, get all the sign-offs, and then we'll go ahead and schedule it. Because if he can get me in early, I'm basically going to say, like, when you got an opening, you let me know. We're going to make it happen. So that's kind of the goal. Wolfie, using the default FMS of the GTN 750. We're going to use default FMS. And we'll go over that. If you ask me that later, I'll tell you why. It won't change, just your life changes. Yeah, no kidding. Wait, did I think you're moving to a new house? I don't know, man. We're not moving to a new house. We're just major renovations on the existing house. Tell the baby to wait. No. Demented Twit tried to schedule my solo, but it's been raining all week long. That sucks, dude. That sucks. 1302 Lima. 1302 Lima. Good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Norbert, good to see you. Let's go say thank you to some people, and then we'll get this sucker going again. So we'll start with let's see here. All right, I gotta remember where to start here. PJ Pilot, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for your support. Cheers, buddy. I'm drinking water tonight, by the way, guys. We're gonna have a sober weekend. Trust me, it's necessary. Alligator, thank you for your support, man. Alligator, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you, buddy. Alpha Bacon 56 here for 16 months. He says, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you as well, sir. Thank you very much, Alpha Bacon. Cheers. Client Side 2, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club, and thank you for your support. Cheers to you, buddy. I appreciate it, Client Side. Tim PE's here for 22 months. Tim PE says 22 months for a Citation 2 seems fitting. I like it, man. Cheers, Tim. Thank you, buddy. CQR Smokey here for 9 months. He says, can I get a double shout out? Missed all the streams last month due to work. Double shout out. Thank you very much, CQR Smokey. Cheers to you, buddy. Thank you very much, CQR Smokey. Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate it, man. This year all not found. Thanks for the 500 bits. He says, bits on a train while I watch a virtual plane. I like it. I like it. Cheers to you, man. Appreciate your support. Legacy 2039. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club here for the first time. Legacy 2039. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you very much. Demented Twit here for 7 months. Demented Twit, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers to you, man. Oh, Jesus. I can't say this one without laughing. Big Sized McWiener. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for your support. Cheers to you, buddy. Ornery Frontiersman here for 8 months. He says, woo, woo. Thank you very much, Ornery Frontiersman. I appreciate it. Kai Lister, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for your support. Cheers to you, Mr. Kyle, or Mr. or Mrs. Kai Lister. I actually don't know. Cheers to you, Kai Lister. Appreciate it. Canicus here again. Thank you very much, Canicus. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you, buddy. I appreciate it, Canicus. McShiggity Pilot here for 17 months. He says 17 months is good number 17. It's been a great time. Learned a lot from you, brother. McShiggity Pilot, thank you very much, man. Cheers to you, buddy. I still got to try to make it down there and get some beers with you. This You'll Not Found, and my buddy Brown Bag Code, if we get a chance. Anybody else who's down there in your area. So I think we might try to do that before the baby shows up. But I'll see what I can work out. Thank you very much, though, Mike. Appreciate it. And finally, Flyboy. Well, not finally. Flyboy F117. Thank you for 18 months, man. Cheers to you, buddy. I do appreciate it, Flyboy. And finally, we got J10GB. Justin, thank you very much for 22 months. I do appreciate it, Justin. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to all y'all. Poker 2012 Chew, welcome back. It's good to see you. Mav Skip, happy Friday. Batufa, welcome aboard. Good morning to you. Good evening. Bill 4LE. I know, the Citation's taunting us, right? Aviator Alexander, I'm doing well, man. How are you? Flight 1, welcome aboard. Anybody else we miss before we get started here? How many times are we going to start the stream before we get started? Okay. This is the Carenado Citation S550. No, wait. There's people downstairs. This is the Carenado. What the hell are they calling this thing? The S550 Citation 2 X-Plane 11 by Carenado. That's a mouthful, right? This just came out this past week. It's $40. I paid for it. I actually didn't get a review copy, so I could say whatever the hell I want, and you gotta believe me. You know what? This is the first Carenado plane that I bought in a very long time. Like probably 2 years at this point. I think it's been a while. So I'm very excited about this one. I opted to get this plane because it didn't have, like, they're not putting their G1000 in anything. Like, it's one of those, like, how can you mess it up? So the Carenado has maybe had some questionable quality in the past. I did have a nice conversation with Dan, the lead developer for their X-Plane side of things at Flight Sim Expo, and I was kind of just waiting for the right plane to jump back into it. It's a matter of, like, what planes are interesting to me and what planes aren't. The Citation is a very interesting plane to me because we don't have a lot of private jets, anything like that in X-Plane. So having a private jet come out that is a good model, like that this is going to be a good model. It's going to look nice. It's probably going to sound nice. It's worth a shot, right? So we're gonna discover this one together. We're gonna be using the default FMC. Now, I had some people say, Ty, why are we using the default FMC? Well, we're using the default FMC instead of the GTN 750 because the GTN 750 nav data can't be updated for like less than $200 a month. You basically have to go buy Garmin data and then load it into the Garmin simulator, which then loads it into the GTN 750 in the sim. I'm sure that it works amazing. I'm sure that it's awesome. In fact, I know Josh has streamed this, Josh Gibbs on Twitch. A few other guys have probably streamed it too. But I'm not going to do that as much as I might like to. So we're going to be flying with the default FMC. So yeah, that's the plane. I'm looking forward to it. I think it should be fun tonight. We'll be on PilotEdge. You want to come join us? Beyond that, here's the route we're going to fly. We're taking off from Aspen. So the last leg we flew was into... Was Aspen the last leg? Yeah, Aspen was where we ended up last weekend. So we're flying from Aspen. We're going to fly down to Flagstaff, and then we're going to continue on to San Diego. There really wasn't anything interesting in the way of weather. Like, LAX had some low ceilings and whatnot, but honestly, LAX is such a snoozer of an airport to fly into from the east that I prefer not to at all. And I figured we haven't flown into Kansas City for a long time. So I found myself a nice airport halfway through. Flagstaff is beautiful. There's some neat approaches going in there. So we're going to go to Flagstaff, and then we're going to make our way down to San Diego, because we haven't been to San Diego for a very long time. So we'll get to experience the best of SoCal, the best of Western U.S., and all that. So that's the plan tonight. Looking forward to it. Now, I have not touched this airplane at all. In fact, I just installed it like an hour and a half ago, set the views up and whatnot. So we are also going to go through the extensive documentation that has come with the airplane and try to figure some stuff out here. So we're not going to go through all of this, that's for sure. Do I care about the battery switch? No, not really. I don't. Yeah. I'm a Citation mechanic, so we'll see how Carenado did. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's see here. Anybody I miss here? We got them all? I think we got them all. Yeah. Why will they integrate it with Navigraph? What's the reasoning? I think it's because, I think the reason why they won't integrate with Navigraph is just simply because of the fact that they're using the whole thing is built off of the Garmin G750 simulator. Like, you have to actually install Garmin software for it, and Garmin uses the Garmin database. So, we're going to see about using some checklists this evening just to kind of make sure we get it right. But we're all going to learn this together because I don't know anything about this at all. It should be interesting. Xylo, it's good to see you. How you doing, man? So, yeah, this is S550 Citation 2 X-Plane 11 edition by Carenado. It has yokes. The yokes do yoke things, and we're going to get rid of them because they're kind of in the way. So the first thing I wanted to do is jump in here and just kind of go over the panel. Again, I've been doing this a lot lately with newer or planes I haven't flown for a while. Just trying to get a feel for where everything is at. So let's hook up the ground power. Let's hook up the ground power and see about firing this sucker up. So we'll come down here. I'm guessing the bottom right corner is where we're going to start. So here's our comm panel and all that up here. That's fine. We're not really going to touch that at all. DC power, battery. Yeah. Nope. Okay. AC power on. Avionics power on. That's the inverter. Don't know why we're getting prop sounds in the background, but fine. There's the ignitions. There's the anti-ice. Here's the fuel boost. I'm guessing that must be... Oh, that's crossfeed. Okay, we don't want to mess with that. Gyros, exterior lights. Great. If I have the external power plugged in, I wonder, is this thing actually pulling from external power? We're going to assume that it is. There's nothing here telling me one way or another if it is or not, right? Gen off. Yep. Oil pressure, fuel pressure. Yep, that's good. There's got to be a battery indicator on here somewhere. A charge indicator. DC volts. Okay, so battery's got 27 volts. Nah, whatever. How close to this to the oh wait, never mind, you're not talking to me. That's the GPU. Oops. Oh, is AC power the GPU? Oops. Ah, yes. Okay. That's got power coming in. Okay, so that's GPU. That's good. Okay, so our lights and our electricity and all that stuff is over here, along with the starter switches and whatnot. Good to know. Fuel system. I guess most of the important switches are over on this side. Lighting is all here. These are interior lights with the beacon and the landing lights on down here. Passenger safety, seatbelt. Okay. There's an e-brake here. Our parking brake is here. E-brake, yeah. Parking brake is here. There's an emergency brake, but it don't work. Trim's over here, so we'll just keep on moving down the panel. This looks like reversers and engine fire stuff, so that's fine. This looks to me like an N1 gauge. ITT. Fuel flow, fuel quantity. That might actually be like an N2 gauge. It's fan RPM %, so we'll see what that ends up doing. And then numbers down here that maybe this is your N1, your power. Oil temp, oil pressure, fuel quantity. Fantastic. Turbine, RPM % here. Okay. We'll see what all this looks like once we spin it up. Obviously, we got the altimeter, vertical speed. Yep. That guy. Oh, how do I close that guy? That guy. This. Oh, crap. This plane's gonna be a landmine, I can see. I just flipped a switch. I have no idea what I flipped. Nav source. Okay, so we can push that button. Nope, that's the brightness. So we can push the nav source button. And then we can go up and down. And then we can push nav source again. It changes the nav source. Okay, so that's VOR1 GPS. Good. That was a random pop-up menu that just came up. Interesting. HSI, wind. Oh, interesting. So we're limited as to what we can look at. I can look at the wind. Or I can look at the heading. Okay, interesting. We'll leave it on wind XY for now. Actually, you know what? No, we'll leave it on wind velocity. There we go. 16 knots from the right. Okay. Map graphics. Oh, this is TCAS and whatnot. So there's TCAS, weather, terrain. This terrain. Hey, terrain actually works. What do you know? Nav aids. I actually don't care about nav aids. Oh, I can turn a bunch of stuff on. Okay. How do I turn it off? Once it's on, how do I turn it off? Uh-oh. That's the zoom button. Okay. So once it's on, is it on for good? Can you change it to more of a display like the 737 has for the routing? Probably not. You probably get, this is probably what you get. Why can't, how do we turn this off? I don't want the nav aids on. No, I think we found our first bug. Terrain's also stuck on too. Scroll up to, oh! Yes. So you have to start over again. TCAS. Weather. Okay. Terrain. Airports. Interesting. Okay. And that's using, that looks like it's actually using some of the X-Plane default stuff too, which is funny. All right. So there's that. There's one altimeter. There's two altimeters. There's another display here. This is going to have heading on it. Probably a TCAS. Yeah, that's got traffic. Nav information, terrain. Oh, okay. That's what we want to use for terrain, probably. So let's do you. Off. And we'll put, actually, we'll just leave that alone. So we can put airports and all that stuff over on this side too. That's what I'm more inclined to do. Interesting. Okay. Good. So knows the indicators down here. Anti-skid and all that. Okay. Our comm radio, nav radio, comm radio, nav radio. So nav one, this is comm 1, nav 1, comm 2, nav 2. ADF, which we'll never use. A second ADF, which we'll definitely never use. 2 TCASes. I'm going to say they're probably the same value. Yes. 2 TCASes that are linked to the same value. We have our... Is this vertical speed? Just out there. What the hell is this? Is this an... This must be the... is this the vertical? Hang on. Yes. Okay. So that's the altitude that we've got dialed in. So that's 23,800 feet. Okay. You can't... Oh, you can drag. You can drag this. Okay. Super manipulators, guys. Okay, that's good. This is going to be our DME. This is going to be some stuff that we'll probably not care about. Backup equipment. More backup equipment over here. Good. Down here we've got our fans. Left hand to right hand fans, I'm assuming. Windshield bleed air, which I imagine is defrost or something. ELT, don't care about that. None of the circuit breakers work. This is also not working.
Retard.
Okay, good. So I got that. All right, so then we got our pressurization and temperature, I'm assuming. Or is it just temp? No, this is pressurization and temperature. How do we... Oh, here's where we pressurize. Okay. Interesting. Altitude, feed, aircraft altitude. So the altitude for the aircraft gets dialed in on the bottom. The cabin altitude gets dialed in above that. Cabin altitude above 10,000 feet seems bad, so we'll just set it for 10 and call it a day. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on the pressurization stuff and whatnot. So cabin climb, this is going to be our pressurization differentials. Okay, good. Flap indicator, flaps are 7, 20, and 35, okay. Throttles and all that, good. Speed brakes. Extend or retract. Really? Just a button? Thank you. Huh. Just a button. You get them all, you get none of them. Take your pick. Okay. And then obviously we have the armrests go up. Yeah, the FMC. And the autopilot panel here, which we've also got an autopilot panel we can pull up here. We'll probably use this more often than not. Pitch, trim, bank limit software, right, autopilot, yellow damper. Okay. We can fly this plane, right? Brakes on, brakes off. Yeah. Engine sync. Must be off for takeoff and landing. Wonder what engine sync does. All right. Cool. So, look at the checklist here. All right. Things that we don't care about. Don't care about that. Actually, we do. Let's come outside. Let's do people and fuel first. Wait and bounce. I don't know why there's a prop plane I can hear. Bugs the crap out of me. 3 hours of gas should be plenty. I don't know. Let's go 4 hours of gas. I don't know if that's actually the right amount there. So we're gonna go 4 hours. Whoops. Payload weight. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So 13,424. 13.4. Okay. Done. Apply. Yeah. Let's close doors. Static elements gone. Main door closed. Baggage door. Good. We'll leave the ground power unit for now. And where's my checklist at? That's not my checklist. That's Spotify. There's my checklist. Preliminary cockpit inspections. Don't care about that. Hot items and lights. 24 volts minimum. Yep. Oh, dear God. We're not checking. No, we're not doing any of the exterior checks. Really? Nope. Don't care about that. Here we go. Before starting engine. That's the one that we want. Actually, we'll start here. Circuit breakers, they don't work. They're not modeled. Foot warmers. Yep. Feet are toasty. All switches off, normal, or auto. Yeah, thanks. Good, good, good. Gen off. Generators are down here, right? Yes. Gens are off. Landing gear down. Yep. Throttles are cut off. Now they are. Batteries switched. No, we don't care about the emergency bus. ATIS. Yep, don't care about that. Don't care about that. Rotary test switch. Sure. Why not? Engine instruments, no flags. I don't see any flags. Fuel quantity. Yeah, we got gas. Good. Plenty of fuel. Good. Before starting engines, pre-flight inspections are complete. Cabin doors are locked. Passenger briefing. All right, guys. We're going flying. I haven't found the flight plan yet either. I got to do that. Battery switches on BAT. Yep. Parking brake is set. Wheel chocks removed. Seats are adjusted. Cockpit lights are set. Rotating beacon comes on. Beacon is down here. Good. Beacon confirmation complete. Beacon is on. First engine start. RPM without GPU. 49%. Oh, God. 49 to 59. 49 to 50% into. Oh. Do we just hit a... Like, how did he... I don't know how to turn the engines on. Is that the fuel boost them? Boy, this checklist sucks. Starting engines. Start the first engine. Okay. How do I start the engine? Just start it already. Okay. I'm going to say fuel boost probably comes on. That seems likely. I didn't see anything that looked like an engine starter anywhere. Probably not that, right? Nope. Just hit the white button. Ah, okay. Hey, that's it. Okay, N2's coming, or N2's coming up. Monitor in one rotation. Oh, ignition on. Disengage starter. Let's try this again. Let's try it again with the ignition on. I'm assuming. I don't know. They all say norm on them. Try it again. Out of cutoff. Oh, they're in cutoff. I see. Okay. How do we get them out of cutoff? Can't move that forward. That's the reverser. All right, let's try this again. Hang on. Let's turn this off. So I got to be able to move the engines out of the cutoff mode. So they're stuck, which makes sense. How do you pull it forward? That's the reverser. You need to move the throttle forward to introduce fuel. I did that. So like forward like that. Like it's hitting a block. Like that's as far forward as it goes. Oh, good. There's a silver click spot on the side of the throttle. All right. Silver click spot on the side of the throttle. Ah! Yes! Of course there is. Jesus Christ. Can you make that any harder to find? All right, we got it now. Okay. To rotation. Okay, and one's coming up now. Now we're good. Now we're in business. Does that boost pump actually need to be on, I wonder? So we'll leave it on for now. Okay, right engine looks good. Ooh, that's good sound. All right, let's do right, left side. Okay, engine one. ITT's coming up. Is it gonna hot start? Nah, we cool. Fuel boost in normal position. Okay, two good engines. I'm assuming now we go gens on. So we'll go gen on. It's complaining about PS heater off and anti-skid. Okay, anti-skid's there. PS heater. Huh? It's probably the bleeds, right? Are there has to be bleeds, right? Yeah. Pressurization source, normal. Flow distribution in the middle. So that's the last light we got to get rid of. Left row of switches. Pitot and static key. There we go. Gotcha. Thank you. Wait, we don't need alcohol. That's anti-ice. Pitot and static. Anti-collision lines. Whoa! Hang on. Sound. Aircraft exterior. Probably doesn't work, does it? Yeah. Turns it all down. Fantastic. All right. Good. Should be plenty loud in here once we're moving. Gyro slave normal switch under pitot heat. Auto. Okay. Okay, lights are all off. We can go flying, right? Okay, anti-acids can surface. Okay, that's fine. Ignitions can go to normal now, I'm assuming. External power can be removed, so let's get rid of you. Okay, avionics power switches are all on. DC amps and volts, sure, whatever. Anti-ice, good. Passenger lights, pass safety. Where were those at? Those were here. Pressurization set. Yeah, well, cabin climb at 10,000 feet, called it a day. Care about any of that. Great. Speed brakes, check. Yeah, we already checked those. They're fine. Okay. Let's call clearance up. Let's see if we can get the radios to work. I gotta follow my flight plan, and then we'll call clearance. What's your clearance? Clearance over, Victor Roger. Do the switches on Citation really make the tinny high-pitched clicking sounds when you move them? They do in this plane. All right. So we need to call clearance. I need to follow the flight plan, then call clearance. So let's do that. Got it. File flight plan. Think we can get this thing to 40,000 feet? It's a pretty short flight, but we can give it a shot. November 717 Tango Sierra. What are we? We're in S. Is it S550? C550? C550. Okay. C550 Slant Lima. I'm gonna call it 450. KASE down to KFLG. We're gonna try for 40,000 feet. Go big or go home. We could go to 43, I guess, but we'll go to 40,000 first of all. Route of flight is going to be Lindsay, Grand Junction, DVC, whatever that is, Flagstaff, KFLG. Boom. Yes. File that. Plates. Add plate. Aspen. Nope, not you. That. I'm sure it's going to be the Lindsay. One of these. Well, it'll be a departure. We'll see what they give us. Aspen clearance 2375. All right. 2375. There's the switch. Okay, so that's easy enough to use.
All right, 313 Whiskey Charlie is Lindsay 9 departure, red table, then be at the SID. Squawk 4213 313 Whiskey Charlie. 313 Charlie, is that correct?
Aspen clearance, good evening, Citation 717 Tango Sierra IFR Flagstaff.
Nothing, TAC.
Retard.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you, Max. Let's figure this out. Why didn't it transmit? I did have my sounds get screwed up a little bit. Oh, you know what? That might be what it is. Hang on. I got subscriptions I've forgotten about, so we'll come back to them. I got 3 of them to get through here. Yep. That's it right there. Grumble. Aspen clearance, good evening. Citation 717 Tango Sierra IFR Flagstaff.
717 Tango Charlie, Aspen clearance to the Flagstaff Airport. And take departure Grand Junction VOR, then it's filed. Climb via SID, departure frequency 123.8, squawk 7146.
Good Flagstaff, Lindsay 8, Grand Junction, as filed. Climb via the SID, departure 123.8, squawk 7146, Citation 7 Tango Sierra.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, is that correct?
Okay. All right, so let's program that up real quick. Let's see here. Flight plan, KASE. Taking that to KFLG. Why are the knobs moving? Departing Aspen, runway. What did we blast out of here on? Is it 33? Yeah, that's what I thought. Runway 33 on the Lindsay 9. Take that to Grand Junction. Execute that. Go to the flight plan page. Go to next. After Grand Junction comes... yeah, okay. Oh, I see what he did. Yeah, okay. I'm like, I didn't file that, but that's yeah, that's good. That's good. So DVC. And then after DVC comes FLG. Yep. And then after that comes KFLG. So Grand Junction, DVC, FLG, good. So we go to the legs page, and then we'll cross-check this and make sure that everything works. Oh, I see what I did. Hang on. Show air server. Really? All technical issues tonight. There we go. Okay. So let's look at the departure. We're going to make sure that it actually loaded in the FMC properly. So we go to Aspen. Lindsay 9. And we'll have some tuning and whatnot to do. So on departure, fly 343. Climb to 9,100 feet. Make a left turn to 273. Intercept the 303 back course outbound. Take that up to Lindsay intersection identified by, oh dear God, the 244 radial off of red table. Okay, so here it's got the turn. It's got the next turn. It's got the intercept. It's got Lindsay. And after that, it's going to be slalom. Then paces. And then Grand Junction. Okay, and then it's got the rest of the route there. So that's good. Fantastic. Cute. Good. Make sure we are in GPS mode, which we are. That's good. Initial heading is going to be 343. So I'll take this around the other way. 343 is about right there. Good. Good. Okay, so I need to know some speeds. I need a rotation speed, and I need a climb speed. Is any of that going to be in here? Probably not. Before takeoff. After... Okay. I found that earlier. So this reference doesn't have it. All right, performance table. There's no rotation speed in here. All this IFR crap. Yeah, you get used to it. Climb speed 225 is what we're going to go with. Decreasing 5 knots per 5,000 foot altitude increase. So our initial climb speed, if we go by that, it's going to be 220-ish. 220 knots. We'll call it 220. I mean, we can do a normal climb here. So we can go to 250. Run a climb off that and see what happens. Adjust the numbers from there. So we're going to go for, we'll just aim for 250 on that. As far as rotation speed goes, I don't know when to rotate. 200 knots climb, he says. Oh, okay. We'll do 200 knots then. 26 more minutes till tie Chili's record. That's all right, man. We're doing a lot more. The thing is we haven't flown the same plane. It's my first time, okay? Oh, here it is. Oh, hey there. So we're at 13.4. 13.5 or less. 5,000. No, we're not that. Whatever. Okay, so VR is about 93. So we'll call VR like 100 knots. We'll call VR 98 knots. So right here we go. There's some V speeds for us. Okay, so V1 is 95-ish. V rotate 98. V2 103. Climb out, initial climb out speed. We're going to go for 200 knots. Good. I don't think this plane has any sort of speed hold mode. It does have an IAS hold. Is it a dialed IAS? Probably not. Oh, it is. Okay. Set index. So let's set that for 200. Okay, so we do that. We will do nav mode. HSI, flight director. Okay. Good. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll set all that. We'll set the rest of that later. Initial altitude we're cleared to is climb via the SID. SID's top altitude is 6,000 feet. 16,000 feet, I should say. So I'm guessing that's going to be 160. That would make the most sense. We'll see, I guess. Put that away. Win the Zebo. It's 160. Okay, good. We got something right. All right. Disappointingly enough, I'm going to say thank you to some people, and I have to go step away and use little boy's room before we get going, because it has taken us a while to get to this point. So, Coast Pilot, thank you for 18 months. He says, greetings from PDX. What is this, Carenado plane? I know, man, right? Thank you very much, Coast Pilot. Aussie Benny H, if you're still here, man, thank you for 21 months of support. Says, happy 21-month anniversary. Finding Carenado was her balance in the universe. Cheers, Aussie Benny. Thank you very much, man. And Mav Skip, thank you very much, and welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you, Mav Skip. Yeah, Blatton's got it smaller. I've been drinking a lot of water tonight. That Citation X is sexy. Well, we're not flying that. We're flying this one. All right, I'll be right back, folks, and we'll get going. I offered you a ride on a private jet, if you remember. Now you're X-planing one. It just so happens that I'm moving to Boston for the summer next year. Stars aligning. Good night from London. Nav Skip, man, you gotta reach out to me again, dude. I remember you saying something, and I remember there being a reason why I couldn't do it. All right, be right back. I almost killed myself there. All right, let's go flying. Okay, ground's 21-9er. Ground point 9er. 21.9. And tower 1885.
Aspect ground runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
Alright, 33 via Alpha, TQ.
Check the flaps. Rudder. Pull back. Pull forward. Left. Right. Good. Park brake off. Let's go taxi.
BG, he's up now.
Jahardy, good to see you.
Roger 7 Tango Sierra.
DL13, 213, good to see you, man. Yeah, we got some laundry in the background. Some home renovations have claimed my closet. How you doing, Nico?
717 Tango Sierra ground.
717, go ahead.
Just need to verify your departure procedure is going to be the Lens 9 departure, Grand Junction transition.
Lens 9 Grand Junction transition, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, thanks. The climb out instructions are going to be the same. I just had to verify because the last controller cleared you via the Lens 8, which is obviously been upnumbered.
Good to know.
You get the phone number for that, right?
Absolutely.
7146.
Ground, the number 313 Whiskey Charlie behind the citation here, short of Alpha, ready for taxi with it.
313 Whiskey Charlie, Aspen ground runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
33 via Alpha, 3 Whiskey Charlie.
I already like the way this thing sounds. Aspen ground, 717 Tango Sierra is at the ramp with the weather for taxi.
717 Tango Sierra, runway 33, taxi via Alpha, follow the citation.
33 Alpha behind the citation, 7 Tango Sierra. That's a lie, I didn't have the weather. But I will. Okay, Aspen weather, 3506 knots, 10 mile visibility, clear skies, 9 degrees Celsius, temperature 3027. 3027, there we go. TR check, speed brake check. Alright. I don't know what TR check is. Speed brakes are working though.
2 Quebec, be ready.
We got a few
upon
today.
reaching.
Station 2 Quebec, Aspen Tower, wind 34016, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 33, TQ.
Station 3 Whiskey Charlie, monitor tower 118.85.
Okay, 1885, 43 Whiskey Charlie.
7 Tango Sierra, monitor tower 118.85.
Monitor Tower, 7 Tango Sierra. Okay, departure's 23.8. X-Plane thinks there's a Cessna 172 to the right of us, or left of us, and has given us a Cessna 172 sound. Thrust reversers. Oh, yeah. Okay, we can check those real quick. Why are my speed brakes up? Okay, thrust reversers work. Am I crossing the pond tomorrow? Nah, man. I got no interest in that. No interest. I'm going to be building a crib tomorrow. We might live stream that.
3 Whiskey Charlie, Roger.
Because
You
why
just
not?
Monitor the tower. We'll call you when we're ready. Thanks.
Roger.
Max is flying with us. Yep. Kleenex Coast, good to see you. You still have your speed brake to put. Yeah, we got it now. Like I have the axes, so I do have the axes bound. So if you watch it, it'll be it'll move along the axes as opposed to being the click that that it's expecting. What are these? Oh, okay. Pulse lighting. Hell yeah, pulse lighting. Let's do it.
Citation 2 Quebec, contact.
Nico, are you crossing the pond, man?
313 Whiskey Charlie, wind 34016, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
33 for takeoff, 3 Whiskey Charlie.
Station 2 Quebec, ask for departure to contact, climb maintain, follow 200.
Nav mode IAS for 200 knots.
Flagstaff ground, American 2435 radio check.
American 2435, staff ground, long clear. Thank you.
Remains to be seen if we're actually pressurizing. Cabin. Oop. Let's pay attention. Eyes on the road. You doing JFK EGCC? Nice, man. That thing will make it across the pond. That's cool. Should be a fun event. I've never done cross the pond. It's just not something I'm interested in.
Switching over.
717 Tango Sierra, Aspen Tower, wind 34016, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff from me 33, citation 717 Tango Sierra. Okay, clear left. Clear to the right. Lights. What's that light? Sure, on. Lights. Camera.
313 Whiskey Charlie, Aspen departure.
And
Radar contact, climb and maintain flight level
action.
200.
Good. I assume it's good. Okay. Rotate at 95. Go for 200 knots. And follow the VNAV. Or follow the LNAV. Here we go.
Citation 2 Quebec, clear direct Grand Junction.
Power set. Airspeed alive. Let's rotate. Positive rate. Here.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, contact departure.
Departure 7 Tango Sierra. We'll see it. Okay, climb 9,100, make the next turn. There are flaps in. There's the turn.
313 Whiskey Charlie, turn left heading 180, will direct Blue Mesa.
Left 180, direct Blue Mesa, 3 Whiskey Charlie.
Power back a little bit for the climb. Aspen departure, citation 717 Tango Sierra 9,900, climbing Linz 9.
717 Tango Sierra, Aspen departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb and maintain flight level 200, citation 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, let's get the intercept going. Get our speed up.
Citation 2, Quebec, contact Denver Center 120.47.
2200.
You might tell the guy behind us he blew an engine, the citation 2 back.
Station 2, Quebec, Brad.
Engine's fine. What is our climb power setting anyway? Uh-oh. Cabin altitude. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Citation 2, Quebec, Denver Center, climb maintain level 300.
Let's get the speed up going. Is it going to actually level off? It is going to level off, isn't it?
3 Whiskey Charlie, climb and maintain level 240.
Then it should hit 200 and do the climb.
18.57.
We'll figure out how to get the pressurization going.
3 Whiskey Charlie.
Nah, we need a load engine. We cool. Cabin altitude's a problem.
4000, correct Grand Junction, contact Denver Center 120.47.
Okay, there's the intercept. How do we get the pressurization?
Reaching 4000, clear direct Grand Junction, contact Denver Center 120.47.
2047 direct Grand Junction to 14,007 Tango Sierra. Alright, let's go 2047.
To Quebec, group request.
There's 14,000. So direct intersection, Grand Junction, direct, execute. Here comes a turn.
Denver Center citation 313 Whiskey Charlie 20.6 for 240.
Station 313 Whiskey Charlie, Denver Center, roger.
Denver Center citation 717 Tango Sierra, 14,600, climbing flight level 220.
We're 717 Tango Sierra, Denver Center, climb and maintain flight level 400.
I'm maintaining flight level 400, citation 7 Tango Sierra. Oh, it's on the right side, on the FO side? Okay, I figured we missed something. One of these guys? Oh. That's gyros.
S7 Tango Sierra, say speed.
Indicating 200 knots, 7 Tango Sierra.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, roger. Do not exceed 220 knots on the climb.
Will not exceed 220 knots on the climb, 7 Tango Sierra. Need bleeds on an FO side. Okay, well we're trying to find them. Where are the bleeds at? Air conditioning. I'm probably looking right at them, aren't I? Is this it?
With 3 Whiskey Charlie, clear direct Durango.
Yeah, so we're missing the bleeds.
Direct airport 3 Whiskey Charlie.
If anybody can tell me what the damn bleeds are at, I'd be happy. Temperature control, pressurization source normal. These aren't it, are they? Windshield bleed air. That's probably not what I'm looking for.
And
I don't even know what engine sync. We're not even close to engine sync. We're trying to figure out pressurization right now.
Alpha, we're on the ground at Astoria Airport, Kilo Alpha Sierra Tango.
There you go, engine sync.
Holding short of runway 31 correction. Ready for departure, looking to pick up our far to northbound.
We're 525 Sierra Alpha, roger, cleared from
Anybody can tell me where to find the bleeds on the
airport to the Oscar Tango Hotel Airport.
Right side of the sucker, I'll be happy.
16,000, departure frequency
2. Thankfully, we're not simulating any sort of failure. Like, I'm not simulating any sort of hypoxia or whatever.
Clearance void if not airborne by 0030. Release for
It's so close to R. I don't even know what that means.
Alright, we're clear to
They're telling me that bleeds are over here somewhere.
Maintain 16,000, pressure on 21.4, squad 1302.
That didn't do it.
And clearance is void is not 50019
Turn the air conditioner on though.
Later than 30 minutes past the hour for TBI 5 Sierra Alpha.
5 Sierra Alpha, read back correct.
Yeah, we haven't died yet. Oh, is it down here? No, that's air vent. I don't know, man. I give up. That's what happens when you don't read the manual. Black cabin altitude knob, center pedestal. You mean the one that I set earlier? The one that's set for a cabin altitude of 10,000 feet? Fine. We'll set it. Yeah, I set it for 10. Okay. So it was pressurizing. There. That'll stop whining at me. We'll see what the differential ends up at.
On the frequency.
Yes, sir.
So with the bleeds were on, it was pressurizing. It just pressurized
Here, I'm gonna have to restart my client.
too much.
If you depart within the next 2 or 3 minutes and you call and I don't answer you, just know that
It's okay.
I'm watching. I'll get right back to you. And attention all aircraft. Be back on frequency in about 3 minutes.
My eardrums.
Alright, thank you for the heads up, 5 Sierra Alpha.
You're fine. Don't be a baby.
We're gonna miss you.
Alright, landing lights can come off. Exterior lights can come off. We'll leave the rest of them on. Alright. We were to do a checklist. Let's see, where are we at here? Yeah, we did all that stuff. Yep. And that's up. Yaw damper. Ooh, is the yaw damper on? No. Yaw damper's now on. First time you fly a new plane, man, like this is what always happens to me. Flaps are up. Yes. Ignition's normal. Sure. Ignitions are on normal. Climb power, good enough. Engine synchronizers as desired. Apparently we don't have to turn it on. Pressurization, we checked that. We definitely checked the pressurization. Advisory lights, exterior lights, altimeters are all set. Yep. Okay. So we're good. Up we go. Dial needs to be set to the landing field elevation, then it will set your diff correctly. Alright. Landing field elevation. I don't think that's actually correct. If I set that to the landing field elevation, the cabin is going to go down, 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 and eventually it's going to blow the cabin up, right? I'm going to set it for 8,000. And we're going to leave it alone. Because in the end, it don't matter. It's because we're not flying a real plane. I mean, I believe you, but, you know, I believe you. What is the Flagstaff altitude? So I'll play around with it. Let's see here. Flagstaff altitude, 7,100 feet. So I should be able to use what you're saying is I should be able to dial in an aircraft altitude of 7,100 feet. Can't do that. Cabin altitude 7,100 maybe? Do cabin altitude 7,100. There we go. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. And we'll see what ends up happening. Lower number to 40. Well, I know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, we're supposed to set this to cruise, right? But if I set the lower number to 40, it throws an alarm and says, hey, idiot, you're over 10,000 feet in the cabin. So we're going to see what happens here. 25,000 feet.
And Seattle TBF 2 Sierra Alpha.
But you must simulate as if you're flying the real thing. I know, right?
Thank you, still reboot.
Watch Gross, good to see you, buddy. How you doing?
All right,
Moist Loaf, welcome aboard. Grau Adler is having an aneurysm right now. The real world citation pilot's like, oh no, what's going on? He didn't even set his cruise power, his climb power correctly. What is my climb power anyway? Single engine climb is 95. Takeoff fan 98%. So yeah, we definitely blew the engine up.
Anti-trail aircraft, we are back.
We missed you.
Bet you did. Missed me too.
Fuel flow 600 aside, so 1,200 an hour on the climb. Okay. Figure this plane out. Next flight's always going to be better. 256, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard and happy Friday. Flown, fly, climbing, welcome aboard.
Citation 2Q.
So it's some real variation of a Lear.
Citation,
That's it's a Cessna plane. It's a Citation 2.
Send miles discretion, maintain 17.
Just grabbed a beer. What are you drinking? I'm drinking water
Triangle
tonight.
altimeter 3019er. And advise we have the weather, expect visual approach.
Alright, 81 10,000. We're getting the weather now for Citation 313 Whiskey Charlie.
Interesting. That seems like a really big window. Like the forward window seems humongous. Good visibility though. You can see everything. The plane didn't depressurize, by the way.
Citation 3 Whiskey Charlie, we have the weather.
3 Whiskey Charlie, roger.
Oh, man.
And Seattle getting TBM 5250 Alpha 3001, climbing 16,000.
TBM 5250 Alpha, Seattle Center, squawk that in.
It's good stuff.
And I'm done.
It's real good stuff. That's a good little plane. Whatever. It's fine. This is probably the logical upgrade to the, where's the other guy going? Oh, he's not going to Flagstaff. This is probably a logical upgrade to like the Challenger 300 or from the Challenger 300. Now, question is, are we going to make it to 40,000 feet? I
TBM 50 Alpha, radar contact.
don't know.
3 miles south of Astoria. Maintain 16,000 Astoria altimeter 3010.
No wonder there's a pressurization issue.
Maintain 16,000, position check for TBM 5250.
Wheels up, good to see you.
And actually, we have some weather coming up. Can we get like 10 or 15 left?
Moface, good to see you, man. It was quiet during the start, all burned out from Red Dead Redemption 2. Nice.
Left, of course,
I'm
approved.
waiting on PC,
When
the
able,
PC version of Red Dead Redemption.
Proceed direct to.
So we'll probably won't play it for another year or two, knowing the way that Rockstar works.
Correct.
It's huge and it sucks when it's hot outside because you're baking in the sun. Yeah, I remember that when we checked out the plane you fly, Grow Idler. How yeah, the fact that it was very warm inside, even with the covers on.
All right, procedure cuddle when able. Confirm that's.
This plane is so much slower than the CL-30. That's true. Yeah.
50 Alpha, affirmative. You read it back correct. I said it wrong the first time. So.
Okay, I just want to make sure 50 Alpha. Thank you.
Okay, so let's find if we want to go look at some stuff here. Oh, that's takeoff. Oh, we should have been looking at that probably. Whatever. I want cruise. Cruise. I don't care about takeoff or any of that crap. VREF will care about this in a bit. Let's do this. I want this information for sure.
American 2435.
American. One note. Citation. I want the VREF, that's for sure. Go around thrust, don't care about any of that. Landing distance, I really don't care about that. What I want to see is cruise. Cruise 23, 29, 37, 43, 41, 39 to 40. Okay. All right, let's check 39 here. Okay, so we're 13.4, 13,000 we'll call it. Hell, I don't know. Says I can push this sucker to 100% if I wanted to, right? Seems right to... Oh, it's slow, man. Holy crap, this thing is not a fast plane. 330 knots true? Ooh. What? I suppose as long as we keep our ITTs out of the red, we're good. That's what we're going to go with. So, it's a slow plane. We've assessed that. 330 knots is a very, very slow airplane.
American 2435, we have full route clearance and it's available. Advisory to
Interesting. Okay.
American 2435, clear to the San Diego Lynn
B2, good to see you.
Flagstaff 1 departure, Oats transition, and then as filed, direct Gila, correction, not as
Once it's out on PC, we'll have to do some multiplayer. Yeah, we'll definitely get some multiplayer going. Slotation. I like it.
Hogs, Lucky 1 arrival.
I'm guessing 102 to 104 in 1. So is it basically like keep the ITTs out of the
1 through 3.57
out of the red and you're okay, Growl?
03.
It's like if I run this sucker to 100% now, as long as I'm not in the red, I'm fine. Getting 600-700 feet per minute. I think we'll make it up to 40,000. We'll see. Is the TBM faster? Oh man, the TBM is slower, but only by 20 knots. I didn't even think about that. The TBM is definitely very close in terms of speed. The TBM is faster and longer range, if I recall. It might be some truth to that. Well, when I worked at Pan Am, the owner had one, and I have to admit that's what we called it because it's not fast. Interesting. Well, I'm glad. I was thinking about doing some longer legs tonight, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. It's faster than a 172, says Max. That is easy to confirm. Yeah. The Judd, welcome aboard. How you doing? It's not slow. It's just less capable. Raw ETC21, good to see you. That's why they're called slotations. I'm learning new stuff every day. In fact, flying the slotation might be our title. The slotation. I think my Ford Fusion is faster than a 172. I don't think that's quite the case. Hope we get some engine fire action. Yeah. Well, we're not running in the red, so we cool. Got to use the slotation in a radio call. Oh, that's a good one. Eagle 11's good to see you. How you doing? You base your N1 settings with the outside air temperature altitude to get your target N1. That's a lot of work. So what you're saying is if I keep the ITT out of the red and don't burn the engines up, I can just run these engines as hard as I want. Great. The real world citation pilot, sorry, the real world slotation pilot has confirmed that we're cool. Now, do I have a Mach indicator on here? Yes, I do. Here comes the Mach. Okay. So I think Mach 0.72 or whatever is like as fast as we can go. Which isn't that bad, I guess, all things considered. The airline's going to climb, be cruising 72, 74. 350 true just does not seem right. Excuse me. I'm not going to start that already. It's a nice thing about flying simulators. You don't have to worry about blowing the real engines up. It's not fast enough to Mach. It's possible. Piper the Hawk, how you doing, man? Don't cross the pond in this, says Nico. Yeah, I don't think this thing's going to make it across the pond. Actually, you know what? With the tailwinds that we've been having, this actually could, maybe this could do it. We could simulate bringing some extra fuel with us. It's climbing like a sack of potatoes. Yeah, 500 feet per minute with 7,500 feet to go. I am not confident that we're going to make it to 40,000. But we'll see what happens. Ostensibly, we'll have to start climbing in Mach mode at some point. Right? Like, should I start bumping the speed back? What do the docs say about that? Climb. That's takeoff. That's all takeoff. Normal climb, maximum cruise. 25,000 and above. The outside air temperature is 0. Works for me. Maximum continuous. 225, sea level decreasing 5 knots per 5,000 feet. So if we were to go by this, and say 225 minus 5 per 5. Where's it going? Oh, okay, it's doing the right thing. So we've got 7 ticks of this, 35 knots down from 225. That should take us down to like 180, right? 35, 195. Math is hard. 190. So we should be going about 190 knots right now. So we can start nudging the speed back a little bit according to that dock. So let's start with a 190. Actually, let's take a 190. That'll give us about a 0.6 Mach climb there. This is gonna, yeah, up we go. 1,500 feet per minute. Here we go. McShady Pilot, thank you very much for the donation, man. Sorry I can't stay with you tonight. Hope you have a great flight. Just remember to keep the blue sign up. You're too fine. Happy landings, brother. Thank you very much, McShady Pilot. Have a good night, man. Thanks for joining us. 185 knots. Okay. Math is hard. So we can probably run 185 all the way up now. Let's see what that gives us. Should have been a Mach like yesterday. I mean, well, what is the Mach? Like, what Mach do we climb at? Do we climb at Mach 0.6? Because that it seems like it's about Mach 0.6 is what it's going to have us climb at. All right. So we got some altitude from that. Can I push these engines a little? No, the ITT is pretty much pegged there, so we're not going to try to push her much more. According to the book, we should be able to go a little bit harder than this, but yeah. What's a flyby sound like?
Center citation, 3 Whiskey Charlie, we'll go ahead and continue.
It's alright. Not the worst I've heard.
3 Whiskey Charlie, IFR cancellation is received. There's no traffic observed between you and Durango. Correction, there's 1 aircraft.
In Chevy, we trust. How you doing, Chevy? Welcome aboard, by the way.
6 miles.
185 is for 40K, 190 is for 35K. Ah!
15,500. Radar service is terminated.
Alright then. I'm going to go with what Benny H says.
3 Whiskey Charlie, over to 1200.
Thanks, buddy.
Sorry, 3 Whiskey Charlie, yeah.
Flighting with a citation 1.6. Don't know what that means. Citation 2. Manida says, does ETOPS matter for private flight? I believe it does. But I don't know. Max is saying yes. Oh, just based on the current maths. Yeah, that's right. I mean, we've got an angle of attack gauge here, so we can always just follow that. We'll go 180 now as we cross 35,000. As long as our angle of attack gauge doesn't show us screwing up, we should, we're not going to stall the plane. It's 1,000 feet per minute for a little bit. No ETOPS on GA flights, only commercial. There we go. Alright. As this stone erodes in my hand, we will continue our climb to 40,000 feet. Or we might eventually make it. 500 feet per minute-ish. And now we're down to 400 feet per minute. Might just want to level off soon. 40,000 might be a little ambitious. Like, I think theoretically we should be able to make it, but that assumes that the numbers are all correct in the airplane. I don't know. We're going to keep going. I will not be flying to 40,000 feet for the next flight. We'll put it that way. You can see where they've hacked in the default avionics into this thing, though. Like, definitely the map and display and whatnot on here, they've used a lot of the default stuff. I think even some of this might be default. I want to know what fast and slow means. Like, does that mean we should slow down for our climb? Should we have it in like 0.6 angle of attack to be able to climb this sucker? Like, is that what that means? I don't know. I could see I started my pre-flighted Flagstaff too early. Maybe it touched him. Leg 1 is for performance testing. Leg 2 is for enjoyment. Blake, I like that, man. How you doing, Blake C? Frank T, welcome aboard, buddy. How you doing? Playing Crazy, welcome aboard. Recently explained default is far better than Carenado quality. We're using the default FMC, which actually works really well. Most of the time. Why doesn't it show me on the progress page what's going on here? It's not showing me any distances or ETAs. That'd be really nice to have.
Flagstaff VR.
Retard.
I agree. Ryan87, thank you very much for 21 months. Says the subscription.
717 Tango Sierra, clear direct Flagstaff VR.
Oh, we're all over. Direct Flagstaff, 7 Tango Sierra. Legs. Flagstaff. Direct. What? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Direct. Oh, yeah, here we go. Direct Flagstaff VR.
Citation 2 Quebec, direct Flagstaff. My apologies, we were chewing.
Citation 2 Quebec, no problem. It's important that you, make sure you get enough food in you. You want to be very alert. So go ahead and contact Denver Center on 118.57.
Very alert.
Your meal.
1857, we'll do that. Appreciate it.
Very alert. Oh, dear. All right, we're showing 40 minutes.
Citation 2 Quebec, 300, good evening.
Citation 2 Quebec, Denver Center, good evening.
Feel better.
Citation 717 Tango Sierra, contact Denver Center 118.57.
1857, 7 Tango Sierra. We'll see it. Denver Center, Citation 717 Tango Sierra, flight level 370, climbing flight level 400. We'd like to request a level off at 380.
Citation 717 Tango Sierra, Denver Center, roger. Maintain flight level 380, and just to let you know, according to the aircraft in front of you, chicken, it's what's for dinner.
Flight level 380, and it was actually meatballs, 7 Tango Sierra.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Please let them know. I love it when Brandon's controlling, man. We have a good time. The whole 300 feet per minute. I know, right? We're gonna call 38. I think for the next flight we stop at like 34,000. Because I don't like ostensibly this thing can go to like 43,000 feet. Like I don't think it's gonna happen though. Like not this model at least. Because I cannot push these engines any harder than they're currently going without blowing the engines up. Ground Point Nutter, how you doing, AJ? Welcome aboard, sir. Ryan87, thanks for 21 months, man. He says the subscription is like this climb. It just keeps on going and going and going. Ryan, thank you very much, dude. Cheers. It's probably R Yang, isn't it? I've been calling you Ryang. I bet it's R Yang. Hey, the weather change got us 1,000 feet per minute. We got this. We got this. Come on, plane. You can do it. Yeah. Dogo DR, happy Friday, man. How you doing? I challenge you to say with you. I'll say with you on the next one. Put some JADOS in the thing. Yeah. Oh, man, here we go. We made it to cruise. I hope. Come on, level off it. Come on, dude. You can do it. Now, what kind of speeds are we going to get out of this sucker is my question. Uh-oh. It would appear as though it didn't actually... Oh, alt select. There we go. Okay. So there was an alt cell button. Everybody's nemesis. Oh, man. Oh, all right. I'm good. Hoover 717 reporting in. Oh, man. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, dude, that sounds like a vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner sounds better. It should have gone with that. You're not wrong. Is that the vacuum still? Hoover Air. Is that actually? I wonder if there's actually a call sign. Hang on. Airline call sign. List of airline codes. Who? There is no Hoover. There's no Dyson. There's no vacuum.
Quebec across 50 miles north of Flagstaff and maintain
Maybe it'll climb better.
Tim, thanks for the tip, man.
At 20, thanks, Joe. To Quebec.
Cheers to you, buddy. Dude, Hoover's good. Hoover's a good one, man. Yeah, I like that. Tim, thanks for the tip, man. I appreciate it. Sukhoi planes are still crazy. Mach 2. No. U.S. never produced such fighters. No apparent practical use. Yeah, right. Hey, Benny H, how you doing, man, by the way? I haven't seen you around for a while. I was thinking about you a couple weeks ago. We've heard some good accents on the network, but I haven't heard yours for a while. Joe Arango, good to see you. Hoovation X. There's the title. The Hoovation X. Cheers to that. Joe Badai, good to see you. Welcome aboard. Watch how well this sucks up your cash. Yeah, exactly. All right, how we doing here? So we're doing 800 gallons an hour, or 800 pounds an hour, I should say, in cruise. We've got 1,600 pounds. We've got 2 hours of fuel. It sounds about right. I put 4 hours in there. Yeah, I can deal with that. Or no, actually, we got 4 hours of gas right now. We got 1,600 pounds aside. So we've got more. So we started off with probably 4 hours, 45 minutes of fuel. So yeah, we got plenty in there. Okay. Good to know. So 800 gallons an hour in cruise. Or 800 pounds an hour, sorry. 800 gallons would be a lot.
Citation 717 Tango Sierra across 50 miles north of Flagstaff at and maintain flight level 200.
Across 50 miles north of Flagstaff at maintain flight level 200, Citation 7 Tango Sierra. Well, you know what time it is? It's time for math. Where are we at right now? I need... Let's see. So let's tune into the Flagstaff VOR. 1385. Because we... Oops, nope. 1385. Okay. So we are 180 miles away from the Flagstaff VOR. We are to cross 50 miles from the Flagstaff VOR at 20,000 feet. So we need to go down at 18,000 feet. All right, so we're at 38. We got to go to 20,000 feet. That's 18,000 feet. We got to do it 50 before FLG. So 18,000 feet. If we take the 18 times 3, that's going to be 54. So we're going to round that up to an even 60. So 54, we'll call it 60. And then we add the 50 onto that before Flagstaff because we wanted, that's the marker that we're looking for. So with that, we're going to say 110 miles before Flagstaff is when we're going to start down. So 110 miles prior to the Flagstaff VOR, we start our descent. And so we are 175, so we've got about 65 nautical miles until our top of descent. Easy. Piece of cake. But Mom, I hate math. We are still in the air, yeah? Since this plane sounds like a vacuum, does that mean it sucks? Honestly, I like it. It's not a bad plane.
Citation 2 Quebec, light chop here at 30.
Great.
Citation 2 Quebec, roger.
No, I think the plane's pretty good. Like my initial.
Citation 717 Tango Sierra, how's the ride?
Smooth as butter up here. Citation 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, roger. A rather whiny Citation pilot about 40 miles ahead of you reports light chop at flight level 300.
Probably just bumped his yoke eating his chicken. 7 Tango Sierra.
Could be.
I'm a former Delta pilot.
Like in a Carenado plane, something's wrong in the sentence, right? Yeah, it happens. I'm not writing them all. I mostly wrote the Carenado planes off because I really didn't care for their G1000 implementation that they were putting into everything. And then since then, it's been a lot of planes that I just haven't been super interested in. So this is the first thing they've put out in a long time where I've been like, you know what? I'm actually interested in flying this thing around because there's nothing else like it. So yeah, it's pretty okay. I mean, we'll see how it is. We'll see how it flies and whatnot. We got another leg to do tonight too, heading down to San Diego, and I'll have a better assessment by the end of the night. But my first impressions are pretty good. Now, I wish that we could... Oh, we do have a distance here. Okay. Is that the DME distance, or is that just a distance? Oh, there's DME down here, too. If I change this... Okay, so that's the GPS distance right there. Good. I missed that completely the first time I was looking through everything. And don't forget to empty the HEPA filter when you land. Okay. Not sure I get that one. All joking and speed aside, I really dig Citations. Yeah, they're pretty cool planes, man. They look nice, too. The Turbo Commander and the Dornier 228 are very nice. Yeah, they are. They're just like, they're not really my, I don't know. I guess they could be my kind of planes. I didn't have any urge to get them. Was what it kind of came down to. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess Rush really liked them, didn't he? Like Alan was all over those planes. Need a GTN 750 for this bird. So you can put the GTN 750 in here. I talked about this a little bit at the beginning. Brace for impact. Good to see, by the way. The reason why I'm not using the GTN 750 is because you cannot update the nav data easily. Like, you have to purchase a nav data update from Garmin directly, which is like $200. And I'm not interested in running the airplane with out-of-date nav data. So I've chosen not to run it. Josh Gibbs, and I think Max, if he's streamed it, has the GTN. They both get the GTN 750, and they both have used it. So if you wanted to go see it, those are two streams you could go check out and see the results of that. But yeah, I'm not. It's not really what I'm looking for. You don't like glass? It's okay. You can. I mean, there's some truth to that maybe too, but. I don't really care, honestly. Like, you could have put a G1000 in this thing. I would have been fine with it. Like when we saw Grau Adler's plane. Grau Adler has what, dual 530s in here, and that's what they navigate off of. So I mean, that would have been fine too. Doesn't need to be anything super fancy. All right, we got 40 miles to go till top of descent. But yeah, it integrates. It works. I have chosen not to get the 750. Maybe someday down the road. Like if they ever gave it like a Navigraph update, I'd totally pick it up with all the planes and whatnot that support it. Like I think it's a really neat product. And it's cool that there's like the plane makers are actually integrating on the 3D cockpit too. Like I like that. That is a drawback though with the database issue. Yeah, it's unfortunate too. I mean, there's certainly less than there are certainly ways to obtain copies of the database. I've just chosen not to go down that route. The TBM is lovely with all the glass. The TBM is amazing. I flew that thing a bunch last weekend. I'm gonna fly it probably this weekend too. Like I'll fly this thing a little bit. We'll definitely dust this thing off a little bit this weekend, but yeah, that TBM is something special. Definitely my favorite plane that's come out this year. Almost spilled my water. You can get the yeah. You can get the nav data from some forms. Yeah, I don't want to go. So that's the thing is like I could get it and I could find those CD sources to find that data, but I don't really want to open myself up to that. Like I don't necessarily condone piracy. And it would be difficult for me to say I don't condone piracy and still find myself pirating the nav data for that. So I've just chosen not to do it at all. And that's just a personal thing. I'm totally fine flying off the default FMC. It works for me. What will Toto do next? I don't know. Hopefully keep updating his TBM. At least for now. Yeah, dude, if it's piracy, like, nah, I'm all set with it. I went through my piracy days back in the day. And then I got out of college and was very fortunate to have a well-paying job where I didn't have to resort to piracy for a lot of stuff. And then like just the way that you kind of consume and obtain media and all that changed as well. So like there's that too. He's dying to code a G3000. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Toto's gonna melt everybody's mind by doing a helicopter. Helicopters, man. I should do helicopters one of these days, but man, I don't know. So Max is doing 20 knots faster than me over the ground. We're 20 miles now from our top of descent. How high did he go? Max, how high did you go? Oh, he went to 300. Okay.
Quebec, Roger.
See, he probably learned his lesson. 7 updates for the TBM, yeah. That's the graphics. Are you pirating some Teslas? I guess in a sense, like all the ortho.
From the altitude close to is 200, correct? 50 on this side of Flagstaff.
Affirmative. Maintain flight level 20050 miles north of Flagstaff.
I guess like the ortho and whatnot, you could consider that piracy because it kind of is, but that I'm less concerned about. Because it's pretty, right? Dude, IXEG had a bunch of updates. Don't forget, when that thing first came out, they were updating it pretty consistently. And I know Tom wants to come back and do more updates. He's just been busy with like he's been busy with his day job, and just really hasn't had the time to dedicate to the product. But he assures me updates are coming. I believe him. Jebediah 08, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for your support. Cheers, buddy. I appreciate it. I like to see a citation for X-Plane 11. Yeah, well, for now we fly what we have. And the best thing we got now is the Carenado Citation 2. The IXEG is still awesome as is. It's still a pretty good plane, yeah. It's definitely solid. Doors still don't open on the IXEG. I honestly don't care about the fact that the doors don't open. Like, that was never a priority for me. I know a lot of the history behind the team and whatnot with that project, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Or there was a lot of stuff going on, I should say. Okay, so we're clear down to 20. So we'll dial that in. And then we'll go with ye ol' autopilot here. And we're going to go vertical speed, and we'll hit it for 20,000 or 2,000 feet per minute. It should be fine. There's a VNAV. Wonder what that's linked to. I ain't going to trust that thing, that's for sure. Make sure we hit the Alt Cell button. Excuse me. All right, we'll start down now. Vertical speed on. And so I'm hitting my button that does the pitch. So I'll close this out. Just keep her going down to 2,000 feet per minute. And we'll just keep it on speed now. Let's pull back a little bit here in the descent. Demented Twig, good to see you, man. I don't know, you missed some vacuum cleaner stuff in cruise. And now we figured out when to start descent, now we're starting down. I'm very surprised at how slow this plane is. Very surprised. I didn't hit Alt Cell, did I? Alt Cell. Alt Cell engaged. Down we go. All right, so we've burned...
Citation 2 Quebec, contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
1,000 pounds of fuel.
2045, Citation 2 Quebec.
That puts us down to 13 or 12,000-ish on the weight. So our full flaps approach speed VREF is going to be 93 knots, or 96 knots.
Citation 2Q is
so we'll call it 100 knot approach speed.
This side of Flagstaff, we got whiskey down
we'll call it 96. Yeah, 96 knots is
Citation 2
fine.
Quebec, Roger. Flagstaff altimeter 3029, descend pilot's discretion, maintain 15,000.
And then
15,000, our discretion, Citation 2 Quebec.
flaps 7 and flaps 20 can go 200 knots, and flaps 35 can go 172 knots. So those are our speeds that we care about. All right, how are we doing here? We got 50 miles to go, 14,000 feet to lose, so 14 times 3 is way less than 50, so we're still on track. We're still doing all right. Looking good. Oh, we'll get the with you going, yeah. Oh, the vacuum cleaner. You want the vacuum cleaner again? Oh, I think I closed the window. Yeah, I closed the window. Somebody clipped it. I think our RC Flyer clipped it or something. The Hoovation X. She's fast on the downhill, right? Yeah. If I descend and I leave the power at 80%, I can break 400 knots over the ground. Yeah. But that's about the best we got. I'm actually surprised how slow this plane is. I probably should have read up the numbers and whatnot, but I was not expecting that. Oh God, Max, thank you very much, man. Max, thank you for gifting the 10 subs, man. Cheers to you, buddy. I appreciate it. We'll get all the thank yous here in just a moment once it populates. It gives me my names. I'm happy to help, Max. Thank you, buddy. Speaking of Max, you guys should all go check out Cirrus Max's YouTube channel and watch his latest video. It's a fun little video showcasing his climb, his journey through getting his type rating, and then also showed a preview of the new plane. It's pretty sweet. You should go watch it. All right, Max, thank you very much, man. Corey Brayshaw, I should say. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you. Blake C71, 2 months, man. Welcome back. Cheers to you, buddy. CMTE Douglas, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Fly Delta Jet 7, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Yet Gill, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Patachuchi, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you guys for watching. KC Flyers got here for now. KC Flyers here now for 2 months. Cheers to you, buddy. Menitis, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Mr. Stratman, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. And Brace for Impact, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. All courtesy of Mr. Max Weldon. Cheers to you, Max. I appreciate it. Cheers to all you guys, too, for sticking around. This year not found, 20 minutes from home. Thanks for the entertainment on the train. No problem, dude. Have a good night. This year not found. Cheers to you, buddy. We'll see you. Wheels up. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for your support. Cheers to you. I appreciate it. Down we go. 8,000 feet to go. And 30 miles. So we are on point. Doing well. Assassin, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard. Squeezy, happy Friday. Would like to see a Phenom 300 for X-Plane, but with Toto's quality. That'd be pretty sweet. Honestly, like I would even take Carenado, Aerobask, and whatnot level of quality for some of these airplanes. They don't all have to be amazing. Like they don't all have to blow your socks off and whatnot. Just having some options out there would be fantastic. If Carenado would just update their Phenom to use the Laminar G1000, it'd be a lot better. I totally agree. That'd be really nice if they did that. I wonder how hard it would be to retrofit all that stuff in. It probably wouldn't work, would it? Imagine everything's so tightly integrated you can't just do a drop-in replacement, but I have no idea. It would seem that the heat is kicked on in here because it's getting a little warm.
Retard.
Let's check. Nope. Heat is not on.
717 Tango Sierra, contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
2845, 7 Tango Sierra.
Retard.
133.57.
3357 to Quebec.
Albuquerque Center, Citation 717 Tango Sierra, flight level 253, descending flight level 200.
717 Tango Sierra, Albuquerque Center, roger, descend.
Retard.
15,000 3030, 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, we'll just keep this going down to 15,000. Make sure alt cell's engaged still, which it is. We're doing alright. I totally heard the fajitas kicked on in here. I mean, that could be the case too. Usually Friday is leftover Mexican night, so that's not far from the truth.
Maintain 1-2000.
Slotation. Oh, I forgot to say with you. I forgot the slotation and the with you. I'll work on it next time. I've worked the with you out of my my calls and whatnot. So you know you got to work hard on that. Ew. We've gotten past 250 knots. We're doing well. With you. Citations and alike are exactly why we completely unlikely ever fly 767-320. What? I don't know what that means. Flown flight climbing. It's bad that I used to dislike X-Plane but never tried it. Now I love it. It was FX. Well, you know, a lot of people are like that. Yeah, Alexander. Like I'm guilty of it myself too. Where I'm like, this other thing sucks. I don't know why it sucks, but it does. And then you try the other thing, you're like, actually, this other thing is pretty good. I'm sorry. Like it's pretty common to have that. Just try to have an open mind. I'll even sit here and tell you, like, I don't think P3D sucks. I choose not to use it because I think it's expensive, and I like X-Plane. Like, I'm getting 60 frames a second right now, and this plane's running pretty magnificently. So, yeah, this thing can't cross the pond, can it? You know what? You might be able to do it if you loaded the tanks up and you got a good because. Well, what could we do? So we burned 800 gallons an hour, 800 pounds an hour in cruise, 400 a side. If we topped the tanks off, we might have 2,500 pounds per side in cruise. That's 6.5 hours. That's pretty close to being able to cross the pond. Like that's pretty close to being able to do it. You might not have much in terms of reserves. I don't know. You could be like, speaking of fuel. I made a comment on our flight sim today. Let's see if I can find this. Crack myself up sometimes. All right, so our flight sim, there's this post about a guy who flew to London and then apparently was like sleeping or whatever and ended up flying like over Lisbon. And so I'm looking at this. The first thing I think to myself is, well, where's it at? Pretty poor fuel planning if they had that much extra fuel on board. And then it's an entire like thread of people like, I think he had just enough fuel on board and he did just fine. Like, clearly missing the sarcasm in any of the like, I just like poking the trolls I'm trying to put into my into my message there. And like, no, I think he was okay. If you made it across the pond with the tailwind and you got into Lisbon, I think you were doing just fine on the flight on the fuel plant. I mean, dude, like, you are way taking this. You take this way too seriously.
Citation 2 Quebec, I think I may have the end of your transmission. Say again. 2 Quebec, IFR canceled and received, and you're just going to continue in runway 21.
What?
Roger.
Oh, is he gonna do like a 360 or something? What's he doing? He's canceling IFR on the way to Flagstaff. Okay. Recently checked runway and Antarctica come with a major plane going off of South Pole. Nice. Acting like they're flying real planes out there. You know. People get into their sims, okay? All right, 1500 to go. And that's fine. That's totally fine. It's just I spend a lot of time on Reddit, I'm not gonna lie. And I also spend a lot of time with like, I love doing the little subtle trolling at people too. So yeah. When I can really instigate some people like that. It was like there was this one time on Sorcerer Dave's YouTube channel.
Tango Sierra, contact Phoenix approach 133.57.
3357, 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, 33. 57. Yeah, let's grab the weather real quick. It was 3030 on the altimeter. Set that. And we'll give her some gas here. Winds calm, 10 mile visibility, clear skies, 9 Celsius, it's on the 3030. Approach citation 717 Tango Sierra 15,000. We got the weather Flagstaff.
Citation 717 Tango Sierra, Phoenix approach, roger. Descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 12,000, expect a visual approach, runway 21.
12,000 my discretion, we'll expect that, 7 Tango Sierra.
Citation 2 Quebec, contact Flagstaff Tower 134.55.
Tower 2 Quebec.
So he's going to send us to the tower, 3455. Good. Why are you always so serious? I know, dude, right? You have the best internet trolls impression. You know, it's part of it's like I really do. I love this hobby, man, and I really like find myself getting into the whole. I want to do it right a lot of the times. Like I sort of mess around on stream here and whatnot, but like when I'm simming by myself, I'm sitting here like with pads of paper out doing calculations and this and that and having a good time with it. So, when we're one of my favorite things to do is to like, I don't know, have a little fun at the people that are taking it too seriously. Because why not? There's a field. Is that the field? That might be the field right there. It's on the side of this mountain here. Actually, we're pointed right at it, aren't we? All right, I'm gonna go down 12,000 feet. Just start down now. All right, autopilot. Alt select vertical speed. 1,200 feet per minute's fine. Down we go. It's like when people, I was talking to somebody in Discord the other day, and he was like, I really wish they would get the engine simulations right in this airplane. And I'm like, I'm gonna tell you, man, the one thing I don't get are the people that talk about engine simulations, because I am so far removed from caring about any of that. And he's like, yeah, I'm really an engine guy. And it goes on to explain that his significant other like worked for GE in the engine division and this and that. And I'm like, okay, that starts to make a little more sense why you might care that an engine is simulated properly. But like I have one of those moments where I'm just like my mind gets blown at the things that people care about in this hobby. because they don't always line up with my own, like with the own things with the things that I care about. Which is fantastic. Like that's one of the great things about this hobby is that there's so many different little like, oh, there's the airport. I got the feel. There's so many little like different niche things. Makes it fun, makes it interesting. Stabilizer motion. Most serious flight sim streamer. Here we go. Yeah. Chili Chili's got a Twitter update. He's at Twitch. Oh yeah, Chili's at TwitchCon. Yeah. And Flight Purdue's at TwitchCon as well, if I recall. Flight Purdue was actually featured on a Twitch video today too. That was me in Discord. Eagle 11. Okay, yeah. And I'm not trying to be rude about it. It's just like it's one of those things where it's like it blows my mind that anybody cares about whether it's a IAE or CFM engine on the A320. Like I couldn't tell you the difference. But that's the cool thing about the hobby is that those differences can exist in what you care about. And whatnot. And there's some planes that can really nail it, and there's some planes that don't get it right, and some planes that don't get it right that I'm like, actually, I think it's an okay plane. Anyway. Yeah. There's a guy on my YouTube that flew around the world in a Cessna, a bunch of fuel bladders, manual fuel hand pumps, forget the guy's name. Guth Miller was with those guys for a bit, but it was a different group of people. Guth Miller flew with them over the ocean, if I recall.
7 Tango Sierra, airport 12 o'clock, 13 miles, about the evidence site.
Airport at site, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, clear visual approach runway 21.
Clear visual approach runway 21, 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, landing lights on.
Autopilot.
Autopilot disengaged, my airplane. Start getting that speed back.
Quebec taxi via Alpha, remain this frequency, get in.
.200 knots with the first notch. Let's go flap 7. See how she does. Hand flying. Seems a little bit bouncy. Not too bad, though. Nice job, Max. Nailed the center line. Oh, boy. No pressure. I mean, the winds are calm. I would hope that the commercial pilot would nail the center line when the winds are calm. Just gonna throw that out there. Pie Gunner, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Ressa, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. What's the gear extension speed? Landing gear operating speed, 172 knots on the retract. Okay. Oh, that's on, wait. Landing gear operating speed extend is 250 knots. Okay, we got plenty there. All right, next notch flaps. Gear out. I have literally no idea how this thing's going to handle. Rudy isn't. Thanks for 21 months, man. He says, go Dodgers. My understanding is it's not looking good for the Dodgers. I'm not really...
2,500.
2,500's cross-checked, I guess. Approach, you want us on tower, 7 Tango Sierra?
7 Tango Sierra, affirmative, contact tower 134.55.
3455, 7 Tango Sierra. Flagstaff Tower, Citation 717, Tango Sierra, visual 2-1.
First 717, Tango Sierra, Flagstaff Tower, roger. Wind calm, runway 21, clear to land. Use caution, bird activity in the vicinity of the airport.
Clear to land, 2-1, 7 Tango Sierra.
Tower hops 2, we're clear 2-1.
Oh boy.
525 Sierra Alpha.
Okay, flaps down. Gear down,
And,
3 green, flaps down, indicated.
Ops calling again, say again.
That's ops 2, we're just clear as 2-1.
Ops clear, roger. 5 Sierra Alpha, radar contact 2 miles southwest
Okay,
of
speed's
Story.
bleeding off like for 95 knots. Still a little high. It's coming down though. Okay. 5 flaps coming in.
500. 400.
2 white, 2 red.
300.
There we go.
Right into fire. Right into fire.
200.
Can't deal with it right now. Birds.
100. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. 50. Don't sink. 30. Don't sink. 20. Don't sink.
Tower Ops 2, be advised with that incoming citation got a bird.
Ops 2,
Don't
roger.
sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Just hop on the brakes here. Definitely lost an engine on that one. Oh yeah.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra. Just be advised, surfing some black smoke coming from your right engine.
Engine fire indications after a bird strike, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, roger. Are you able to vacate the runway?
We can vacate the runway, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, roger. And then the trucks are going to be on the way to help you out with that fire.
7 Tango Sierra.
Ops 2, tower.
Ops 2.
Ops 2, when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and close runway 21. And if you could proceed on a 21 at Alpha 1. And it looks like maybe there's some bird carcasses that are sitting on the end of the runway there.
Alright, Ops 2, we'll do a flood walk on 21. We'll start at Alpha 1 and call you back. Ops 2.
Ops 2, roger.
Chicken's done.
What's for dinner?
Oh, crap. Those engines, you said you don't care about. They sucked up a bird. That's karma, I know, right? It's all right. We made it. We got here with one good engine. That's what matters, right? All right, we'll go ahead and pull ourselves off the network. We'll do a replay on that one just for giggles.
Disconnected.
Because I'm gonna have to reload the plane now after that. All right. Oh yeah. Ah man. It's pretty good coming in like that though, right? You find. There we go. There's the strike. So there's the birds. And then thump into one of the engines they go. Boy, that's a lot of smoke. So I just all I could really do at that point was pull the engine back. So I pulled the number 2 engine back. Came in the rest of the way on the number 1 engine, then worried about the fire on the ground. Because the most important thing was just getting on the ground at this point. Pretty good landing, though, all things considered. that might be the screenshot right there. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. What do you think? Yep, that might be the thumbnail. I like that. All right, snip that. So let's just do this. We'll grab the whole thing. Close you. course, I don't know how to get that back once it's gone, so. How do you get the replay? All right, whatever. Do this. All right. I like the plane. I really do. It's a good plane. I'm very much impressed. I cooked the brakes coming in here because, you know, the engines were on fire. So I just pulled the reversers out and let them reverse idle. I didn't think we dared add anything to it. All right. GoPro view here.
10, 20, 40, 50, 100.
Where they at?
100,
There they are.
300, 300.
When he said bird activity in vicinity, I braced myself. I knew he was going to throw birds at me.
Right into fire. Right into fire.
200.
Oh, we cooked a couple of birds. Beautiful wide stance, the undercarriage. Yeah, it looks pretty good, man. Hey, Randy Beans, good to see it. How you doing? Happy Friday.
50,
Tim, I'm assuming you approved that one.
30, 20, 10.
Nakagoma, welcome aboard. You did come at an interesting moment. I did the center line pretty well, all things considered, even though I lost an engine. Couldn't use the reversers. All right, that's good. I'll take it. Let's close the X-plane out. We'll reload the simulator, and yeah, we'll get her going. So let's do X-plane. All right, we'll get the sucker loaded up. Once I get the once I load it in, I'm going to step away for a few minutes, go refill my water cup. Oh man, get some mints, you know, the usual. Then we get ready for the next flight. Next flight's going to be Flagstaff down to San Diego. A little bit shorter than the one that we just did. About the same length, though, all things considered. Unless, you know what? We might change the flight plan up. Because I'm seeing some ceilings starting to come down out here. So, oh, actually, San Diego's coming down. San Diego's coming down. Carlsbad is IFR. 3 miles, broken 500. Get this loaded in here first. Yeah, we'll take that FBO. We'll take that FBO. Ops 2 needs more trash bags. Over. Oh man, well we can't get into Santa Monica if it's that low, and LAX is too boring. So Carlsbad is IFR. That's not gonna do it. We could go to Montgomery. 5 miles haze, clear skies. 4 miles haze. San Diego could be interesting though. They had 4 miles. 4 miles viz.
Reach on.
Yeah, we'll just keep it. We'll keep it the plan for San Diego. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, they're doing Carlsbad on the event tomorrow, so if we'll let people have that tomorrow night. Super Viking here for 17 months. Thank you very much for 17 months, man. Cheers to you. Single engine ILS approach, Mins to SoCal, please. No. Rudyism, by the way, thanks for the tier 2 sub. I just noticed that, dude. Thanks for tier 2, 21 months, man. Thank you very much, Rudyism. Cheers. Nothing like the Hoovation X sucking in some dinner. That's right. San Diego's gonna get low. Yeah, so we're gonna go into San Diego, see if it gets lower on the way in there, and go there. Fly over Dodger Stadium, check out the game. Yeah, is that in LA? I don't actually know where that's at. You could probably get to Flagstaff, San Diego, Los Angeles faster than I could do Flagstaff to LAX. Yeah, for sure. All right. Growler, I saw your message, man. I'll remind me after the stream and I'll send you that information. All right, PilotEdge connect. Let's set our time of day. Oh, track real world date and time, and then set this back sometime in the afternoon. Fantastic. Zoom that sucker out a little bit. Somebody at the airport there. All right. You guys know the drill. I'm going to step away for just a few minutes here. We'll be back in a moment. If you are taking off, thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you're sticking around, we'll see you here in 2 or 3 minutes, whatever. And be right back. If it gets below 1 mile visibility, they'll go east ops. Ooh. If ceiling gets at 300 or below, they'll go suicide ops. No kidding. Now we're talking. Well, we'll see how it gets. All right, we'll be right back, guys. Yeah. All right. Black VQ, good to see you, man. November 727 BC is owned by Bissell. I don't even want to know how you figured that one out. San Diego's going to get lower. All right. All right. Let's figure this out. KFLG, KSAN, route. Flagstaff 1 to the lucky one. That sounds about right. Yeah, let's do that. You guys weigh the crap down there, man. Holy crap. I've never come in from that direction, so that'll be fun. Okay. That's what we'll do. All right. IFR, November 717 Tango Sierra. This is what, S550, I think? Oh, boy. Who do we got? Max? Tim? Tim is number... Oh, he left. Okay. He's back. Nope. Yep. Tim is number 2 on the network, by the way. Tim says he could have been number 1, but he decided to go with number 2. All right. So with S550 was what we're going with. Slant Lima. True airspeed. That might be more like it. KFLG. KSAN. 32,000 feet this time, maybe? Something a little bit lower. All right, so we're going to be the Flagstaff 1, Oats, GBN, J18, Hogs, Lucky 1. Flagstaff 1, Oats, GBN, J18, or 18, Hogs, Lucky 1, KSAN. And if we take a look at the so the visibility is going to get worse, but it's not supposed to be low IFR till later. But it's pushing down maybe sooner than they anticipated. Moss is saying marginal through tomorrow. Okay. 4 months. So it's all hazy, like low visibility haze. Few clouds 300. Okay. Well, we'll see what it does. It's supposed to get worse, but we'll see if it gets worse now or later. I was switching call signs. Got it. Farney in the house. Oh, nice, man. Dude, you guys are going to crush me on this flight, by the way. Good chance to get correct. Yeah. I don't want to do any partial panel stuff, man. That's been my life for the last couple weeks. The real world stuff. I'm tired of it. All right. Everybody, thanks for sticking around. Welcome back. Part number 2. Next flight, Flagstaff down to San Diego. Looks like we're gonna have a nice collection of airplanes going along with us. Should be a good time here. So let's get some people, get some fuel loaded in, and we'll start getting scooted. So I'll leave the fuel there. I'll leave the payload there. Great. Okay, so let's remember what we did last time and try to do that again. Gens are off. Battery on. And ignition right side, ignition left side. Turn the ignitions on. Fuel boost pumps can stay on normal. And we'll turn on the beacon. And we'll turn on, we'll leave the avionics off for, actually avionic power can come on now. And we'll go ahead and start engine number 2. Park brake is set. So I remember watching Grau Adler do this. They wasted no time getting this engine going.
Flagstaff ground. TBM 221 X-ray Golf requesting IFR Lindbergh. TBM 221 X-ray Golf, Flagstaff ground clearance on request.
Shut the main door. By the way, I turned off instrument reflections because I really didn't like the way those looked. They made it too difficult to see the instruments, in my opinion. Okay, that's one good engine. Let's make it 2. I probably should have switched the gens on the right side. My bad. Okay, it sounds like two good engines to me. I'm turning those off because those are really annoying. And we'll go gen right, gen left. Amps coming in, good. Let's go pitot and static heat. That's good, that's good. Ignition, anti-collision light, that's fine. We don't want those just yet. Nav light, come on. Get those on in a second. These are all fine. This over here.
1 extra golf, 4 out clearance, advisory copy.
It's fine.
Copy, 1 extra golf.
Set
2-2
ourselves
extra golf
for
for San Diego Lindbergh Airport, Flagstaff 1 departure, Oates, direct Drake,
sea level.
78, Parker, Lucky 1 arrival. Climb via SID except maintain 13,000. Departure frequency 133.57. Squawk 1311.
That's good. And then let's turn the defrosters on.
Can you repeat the after Drake what the route
Air
is?
conditioning. I think that I think the pressurization system is on now. We'll find out in a second. Oh no, it is now.
1 extra golf standby.
I don't know. We'll play around with it once we're up in the air. See if we get another alert.
We're 1 extra golf after Drake. It'll be J.
What do we got here? Anti-skid.
Lucky 1 arrival.
Okay. All right. That was
Okay,
quick.
clear to Lindbergh, Flagstaff 1 departure, Oach to Drake. We got J78, Parker, Lucky 1 arrival. Climb via the SID except maintain 13,000,
Oh, I had the iPad up. I'm sorry.
133.57 on departure and squawk 1311, 221 extra golf. TBM 1 extra golf, readback correct.
Okay, ground point 9 again. Ground, good evening. Citation 717 Tango Sierra IFR San Diego Lindbergh.
November 717 Tango Sierra, clearance on request.
There's just flotation. Those windows are huge, man. Huge, I say.
7 Tango Sierra, full route clearance, advisory to
Oh,
copy.
really? Already copy 7 Tango Sierra.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, clear to the San Diego Lindbergh Airport, Flagstaff 1 departure, Oates, direct Drake, J78, Parker, Lucky 1 arrival. Climb via SID, except maintain 13,000. Departure frequency 133.57. Squawk 1312.
Go to San Diego, Lindbergh, Flagstaff 1, Oates, Drake, J5 or J78, Parker, Lucky 1. Climb via SID except maintain 13,000. Departure 133.57. Squawk 1312. Citation 7 Tango Sierra.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, readback correct.
Okay.
And ground, Cessna 7.
All right, so full route clearance. That was a weird route. I thought maybe they would give it to us, but probably because there's so many of us going, they want us all in the same cluster, which means we'll probably get spaced out pretty good coming out of here too. So departing Flagstaff on runway 21, Flagstaff 1, execute that. Go to the flight plan page. Go to the next page, and then we're gonna go to the Oates intersection. OATES. We're not going on Flagstaff. Oh yeah, there we go. Drake. And J5, J78. J78. Take that to Parker. What is Parker? Let's check the arrival. Probably P-A-R-K. Oh, it's PKE. Okay. PKE. Execute that. Departing and arriving. KSAN. We're going to plan for the localizer 27. Probably from Lindy. On the Lucky 1. Oh, crap. Piece of poo. Poo, I say. Poo! Lucky 1. From PKE. Localizer 27. So, yeah, Lindy's on there from Lindy. Let's keep that. We go to legs page. Good. That's good. Got all the altitude restrictions, speed restrictions, which we don't care about. We can't do anything with them in this plane anyway. We'll do it all by hand. Execute that. All right, we got a flight plan in. Let's brief this departure real quick. And then I'll thank you, Cirrus Max, for the sub in a second. Okay, the Flagstaff 1 departure says, on departure, fly heading, a right turn heading 207. Oh, no, sorry, it's going to be a left turn heading 146 to intercept the 172 radial off of Flagstaff. Take that down to the Oates intersection or the Oates waypoint at 16.7 DME. It looks like this thing's loaded it in properly, so we'll be able to, in VNAV, or in LNAV, we trust. And, yeah, we good there. Okay. Max, thank you very much, man, for the tier 3 sub for 22 months. He says text to speech soon. By the way, any ASMR tonight? We'll see. Cheers, buddy. I appreciate it. Dude, I looked into like Streamlabs won't let me do text to speech just for tier 3 subs. Or tier, like, I would love to do it for tier 2 and tier 3 subs, but it won't let me distinguish between them. So I've got to do some more digging on that. I did turn on text to speech for donations and bits over $10. So you'll hear that occasionally. But yeah, as far as the big subs go, I gotta look into that some more. Sickness, good to see you, man. Corey Brayshawn, welcome aboard. Anybody else I miss here? Max and I got the fast route. You got the slow route. Yeah, maybe it is. You got to say with you this time. Sorry, man. We got with you. We'll get with you in a second. I'll tell Ground I'm with him. Okay, so we've got our FMCs all set up. Let's get the transponder going here. Get the altitude set. So the transponder is here. And we're looking for 1312. 1312. That's set. Altitude. Good. Ground is 21.9er tuned in. Tower is going to be 3455 on standby. That's good. Let's do our flaps check, or extend those. 70 out. All right, those extended. Reversers check. Yep, reversers are out. All lights came on good. Right rudder. Left rudder. Left aileron. Right aileron. Pull back. Full forward. Set the trim. Okay. Ending lights. We'll do the rest of the lights here in a second. Park brake off. We're good to go. Let me put the new route into 4-flight real quick. Let's see here. KFLG. Nope. LFG is a very different thing.
Flagstaff 5923.
Southwest 5923.
Is that flows into Limburg, or are we good to go for a push?
Southwest 5923. Push is approved. Are you able to push and remain in the ramp area?
For you, absolutely.
Roger. Pushback's approved. Try not to enter taxiway Alpha.
We won't do it.
Get the arrival plugged in here too. Lucky one. EKE and a route. Here we go. Okay. Let's go flying. Oh, I need to get the weather. Last thing to do. Winds calm, 10 miles visibility, clear skies, 9 Celsius, altimeter 3030. Okay, so it hasn't changed.
Portland ground, TBM 869, Yankee
Cool.
uniform
Off
at
we go.
Atlantic, ready for taxi with the weather.
Los Angeles 1, Boston 0, bottom of the 5th. Good to know. Ridiculous, good to see, man. The Chris sputter clicks sound like it sputters from an almost empty bottle of ketchup. That's good. I like that.
TBM 869, Yankee uniform, Portland ground. Runway 28 right, taxi via Alpha. 28 right via Alpha, 9 Yankee uniform. Number 5, Sierra Alpha, advise you have the weather at North Bend. When able to say approach request.
Just waiting, waiting, waiting. Did he? Didn't get a read back from that guy. Flagstaff ground Cessna citation November 717 Tango Sierra is the FBO with you with the weather for taxi.
717 Tango Sierra, Flagstaff ground with you, runway 21, taxi via Alpha.
21 via Alpha with you, 7 Tango Sierra.
Southwest 5923, spineless flotation with you with whiskey taxi.
Southwest 5923, roger, runway 21, taxi via Alpha, follow the citation.
Alpha, follow the CJ 5923.
Gotta catch to the stream. Code Toad, good to see you, man. Best part of Friday nights for you and me both, buddy.
2435.
Drasner, good to see you, man. We're flying on PilotEdge Network. That's the ATC that you're hearing.
737. That appears to be mating with the citation, runway 21, taxi via Alpha.
Follow the special southwest and
well, hello.
21 via the taxiway for Delta 2435.
I guess we got to taxi slower.
Taxiing slower than my grandma.
Can't rush a good thing.
Number 525 Sierra Alpha, go ahead. Number 525 Sierra Alpha, roger, cross North Bend VOR at or above 4, correction at above 5,000, cleared ILS runway 4 approach, report procedure, turn inbound.
That's how you make 152s. Oh, it's too good. The hell's Tim in?
Romeo, we're done with the run-up.
Oh, it's a 320, okay.
Well, the citation over here.
5 Sierra Alpha, your block, say again. Number 5 Sierra Alpha, roger. Number 735 Romeo, runway 21, taxi via Alpha.
21, taxi via Alpha, Cessna 5, Romeo.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, you'll give way to a citation, pulling out of the run-up area, head on Alpha. Correction is Cessna.
All right, we see the SS inside 7 Tango Sierra.
The real flotation.
Oh dear. All right, let's get our lights going. Are these all lights down here? Lights, lights, lights. Lights look good. Tower 3455. Once we get a little closer, I guess. Won't rush it. Boop. Oh, jeez. Straight line. Straight line.
Tower, TBM 869 Yankee uniform, short 2A right, ready to go. TBM 869 Yankee uniform, Portland Tower, runway 2A right, cleared for takeoff. 2A right, cleared for takeoff.
Is that Max in the Southwest? Yeah, it is.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, are you able to accept a departure from taxiway Alpha 2?
Affirmative, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, runway 21, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 2.
Alpha 2, runway 21, 7 Tango Sierra.
5923 can do Alpha 2 also, sir.
Southwest 5923, it's just going to be for sequencing. If you'd like the full length, it's available.
Now I'll do the full length, 5923.
Alright, so Alpha 2 is coming up.
Holding short, 2-1.
It's Tower.
2-1 X-ray Golf, Flagstaff Tower, roger, hold short.
Purchase 3355.
Hold short 2-1 X-ray Golf. And citation 717 Tango Sierra, Flagstaff Tower.
Flagstaff Tower, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, wind calm, runway 21 at Alpha 2, cleared for takeoff.
Go for takeoff, runway 21 at Alpha 2, 7 Tango Sierra.
Tower 5, Romeo and sequence, find a TBM.
Number 5 Romeo, roger.
Interesting. I think they're getting me up there because I'm slow.
Runway 21, line up and wait, trap departing downfield. Line up and wait.
Okay, lights, camera, and action. Are the flaps set? Yeah, the flaps came on, right? Yeah. All right, let's go flying. Oh, I didn't set the autopilot. Nav mode.
TBM 9 Yankee uniform, contact departure.
Yes.
Departure 9 Yankee uniform.
It's good enough for now. Alright, let's go.
TBM 869 Yankee uniform, portal departure, radar contact, climb and
Power set.
maintain 16,000.
Airspeed alive. There's rotate. Positive rate. Here.
TBM 221 X-ray golf, wind calm, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
21 clear for takeoff, 1 extra golf.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, contact departure.
Departure 7 Tango Sierra.
Test 5 Romeo Romeo, runway 21, line up and wait.
Oh, I'm on
Line
view.
up and wait, 21, five, remember.
Uh-oh. We're on the wrong nav source. Flaps in. Departure, Citation 717, Tango Sierra, 8,500, climbing 2,000. Ah, it's 33, wrong frequency. Crap. Departure Citation 717 Tango Sierra 9,200 climbing 2,000.
717 Tango Sierra, Phoenix departure radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000.
I maintain 15,000 7 Tango Sierra.
Number 221 X-ray golf, contact departure.
Forgot to put myself in GPS
735
mode. That was the
Romeo,
first
Romeo,
mess up.
runway 21, cleared for takeoff, left
Alright,
post
there's
traffic
that.
approved.
We're in IS mode. We got that set. Let's pull the power back a touch.
Southwest 5923, runway 21, line up and wait.
Okay, gear up, lights out. Flaps in. Go. Sync that. Up we go.
Departure 221 X-ray golf is 8,600, climbing via the SID, maintain 13,000.
For 221 X-ray golf, Phoenix departure radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb maintain 15,000, TBM 1 extra golf.
Okay.
Number 6 Yankee uniform, telephony 160, join Victor 23, resume navigation.
Say again, 6 Yankee uniform, sorry.
6 Yankee uniform, telephony 160, join Victor 23, resume navigation.
Left 160, join Victor 23.
Heading to Oats, looking good there.
9 Yankee uniform.
Wasn't too far off on that departure, so that was alright.
Southwest 5923, traffic Skyhawk, turning early crosswind down, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
So that TBM should get sequenced right between us all. Oh, let's set our speed for 200.
Number 1 Tango Sierra, climb and maintain 17,000, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32. Number 717 Tango Sierra, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
3432, 7 Tango Sierra.
Number 221 X-ray golf, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
3432, 1 X-ray golf.
Wasn't sure if that was from here. I thought he said 1 Tango Sierra. And one of our friends flies as 1 Tango Sierra sometimes, so.
Delta 2435, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
Oop.
Southwest 5923, contact departure.
We'll sell.
Number 1 X-ray golf, turn left, heading 100, vector for traffic.
100, the cushion for traffic, 1 X-ray golf.
Number 1 X-ray golf, climb and maintain flight level 280.
280, 1 X-ray golf.
Southwest 5923, Phoenix departure radar contact.
Now he's busy, so now we're not going to screw with him because
3000.
now he's actually busy.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, clear direct Drake.
Direct Drake, 7 Tango Sierra, we're 15,000.
7 Tango Sierra, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb maintain flight level 320, 7 Tango Sierra.
Number 1 X-ray golf, you expect direct Drake in about 6 miles, okay?
Okay, I expect that, 1 X-ray golf.
Okay, let's go.
Number 735 Romeo Romeo, you can turn base at your discretion. Runway 21,
IAS
clear for the
mode.
option, caution wind turbulence. Harding
Yep.
8320.
And alt cell. Okay. All right, cleared all the way to 32, our cruise. Good. Pressurization is happening. Actually, we're depressurizing, but that's fine. That's what we expected to see.
435, contact departure.
And we're cleared through 18, so we'll go back to 2902. A little choppiness in the sim as we're loading probably Phoenix at this point. Not sure what scenery is loading, but it's killing the sim a little bit.
That's 2435 Phoenix March radar contact. Climb and maintain 15,000. Do not exceed 230 knots for traffic.
Okay.
Southwest 5923, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
The TBM got vectored off. Surprised he let the TBM go first.
TBM 1 X-ray Golf, turn right 150.
Maybe we'll give him a shortcut, try to catch him up to us.
Repeat heading 1 X-ray Golf. TBM 1 X-ray Golf.
Look behind you.
150. 150, 1 X-ray.
Departure Southwest 5923 to 1115.
Southwest 5923.
Some of you guys are climbing behind me. I won't be able to see though.
360 Southwest 923.
Oh, she's flying pretty good, man.
Resume normal speed. Contact
It seemed like there were some aspects that seemed a little bit twitchy coming into Flagstaff, but overall I'm pretty happy with how it's flying.
TBM 1 X-ray Golf.
I'm really digging the plane. Like I really am.
180 1 X-ray Golf.
It seems like it's very well made. The sounds, some of the sounds are kind of iffy here and there, but for the most part, like when you're inside, they're fine.
2006 for 15. Delta 2435 Albuquerque Center, climb and maintain flight level 360. 360. Delta 2435.
Okay, so our climb speed should be about 190 right now. Well, actually, it should be 195 we'll start with. We'll do 195 till 25, and then 25,000 feet we'll go to 190.
Bear 5 from your Romeo, taxi via Alpha to the ramp, remain this frequency.
But yeah, I'm happy with how she's flying, man. It's the plane is definitely interesting. It's not what I was expecting. I was not expecting a slow airplane.
Southwest 5923, what's your planned speed?
Based Pepe P or based Pep Pep. Good to see you.
We're doing 290 right now, but we can bump it to 310.
Southwest 5923, 310 would be good. Maintain 310 knots or greater.
310 or greater, 5923.
Delta 2435, do not exceed 280 knots. 280, 2430.
Oh, interesting. The route that he cleared me on is more direct. Ah, yes. I see why they gave me a full route clearance. So the original route had us going all the way south and cutting left, or cutting west. He's sending the other guys south, cutting them west, but sending me sort of on the direct route here. So we should be pretty close coming in, yeah. Even that TBM is going to be pretty close as well. Paige and Farney are joining. Oh, nice, dude. Where are they flying in from, Max? Superman 99, good to see you, man. We'll get outside here in just a moment. We're monitoring right now. The frequencies are a little bit busy, so I'm trying to keep my head sort of inside the cockpit and make sure we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
869 Yankee uniform, contact Seattle Center 121.4.
All right, look outside real quick for you. There you go. We go to the other side of my a little better.
Seattle Center TBM 869 Yankee uniform 6 out.
Not sure about that livery, but whatever.
869 Yankee uniform.
It's kind of an ugly airplane. All things considered, like it maybe isn't much of a looker. I'd still fly one. I'd be all right with it. Phoenix and Las Vegas, nice.
Retard.
Superman 99, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you very much for your support, man. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. Is PilotEdge VoIP like VATSIM or not? I live on a university campus and want to buy PilotEdge, but don't know if the router here will screw it up like it does VATSIM. I have no idea, man. There's a free trial. There's a 14-day free trial for PilotEdge if you want to give it a shot. Just see if it'll work or not. And you've got, yeah, that's what Tim said. We've got some PilotEdge representatives in here that would be happy to help you too, because that's how they roll.
In center, 1 X-ray Golf, we will be at a turn on course.
We got the chemtrails. Yeah, we do.
1
Who's
X-ray
yo
Golf,
dog?
clear
Good to see you.
director VOR. Number 221 X-ray Golf, clear direct rate VOR.
Peter came on. Okay. So we've got 2 controllers now. I almost feel bad that Peter's on. How does this aircraft compare to something like the TBM, which is more fun to fly? I'd prefer to fly the TBM personally, but this is like this is a little bit more manual. Like there's no auto thrust system in this, so it behaves a little bit different because you really don't have a reliable VNAV system. So you got to do kind of your own calculations and whatnot for descents and yada yada. But I'm enjoying it, man. It's not a bad little plane. It's not very fast, but whatever. That's cool.
Yeah, 86 for the Seattle Airport, Lava 6 departure, Lava intersection, minutes stop. Climb and maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 210, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.35, squawk 3263.
Max has got a 40 knot tailwind. What do I got? Let's see here. I should be able to do. Nope. HSI. Down. Wind vectoring. Yeah, about 31 knots.
Center Southwest 5923, about 10 minutes up the flight deck, please.
So 6923.
I would love to see Max do an entire flight where he actually stays on the flight deck. Drop the speed down to 190 now for the rest of the climb. 5,000 to go. Any tutorials on it? They gave us some pretty good documentation. I'm sure there's some YouTube videos out there, whatnot, or there will be soon. The documentation didn't really walk you through tutorial type stuff. It was more just like, here's how it works. Right, Sakama, how you doing, Trey? It's good to see you, buddy. Figured I'd join you for the tail end of the flight tonight. No problem, man. Good to have you aboard. We're flying a Citation. Citation S550 Citation to X-Plane 11 by Carenado. That's the full name of the product.
Center TBM 90 uniform.
It's all right. It's pretty slow, but we're doing okay.
Uniform, descend upon script and maintain 10,000 and report back.
They threw birds at me on the first flight.
Descend and maintain 10,000, report back 90 uniform 6.
It's cool though. It's gonna be a short flight. We got 52 minutes en route, and that's gonna come down a little bit once we're in cruise here. Another 3,000 feet to go. Cookie time. Ah, yes. Cookies or ice cream for Max. 505 Northman, good to see you, buddy. It's got bug eyes. Yeah, it does. Throw back to 10 years ago at Oxnard, Parents Week in 08, overnight parking consisted of 3 Citations, PC-12 and a Navajo, a couple Barons, a ton of singles. Awesome. Citations really filled the ramp. That's cool, man. we pressure cooked the chicken. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we definitely did. Am I on alt cell? Good. 2,500 to go. Almost there.
Southwest 2296, thanks for radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Yeah, I'm digging the plane though. It's pretty good. And I'm kind of looking forward to flying in San Diego too, because it's been a long time since I flew down there. It's like we never go to San Diego. Hopefully the controllers are ready for us coming in. I think I saw there were 2 controllers on, so that'll help. Yeah, Jameson. Oh no. Oh, there's 3 WUS controllers now. There must be a. Oh, they must be doing a shift change. And then 1 controller down in SoCal. Oh boy. We're marching in, man. Paige is already off in Vegas. Farney's about to take off in Phoenix. We got Max and Tim here. Who's that? Oh, it's TBM. Oh, he must have, maybe he crashed. Maybe a sim crash. He's coming back in. We got a good crowd of people going to San Diego. Should be fun. You ever fly East Coast or Great Lakes? Never, Papa. Good to see you. Happy Friday. I do once in a while. Usually for VATSIM FNOs, I will take me out there. But yeah, it's not a super common thing for me to do. I think we'll see what the FNOs are coming up. Maybe next week we'll try to plan on flying back on the East Coast or something.
That's affirmative with direct Rick.
But like I was at, what was it, Miami? We did 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago we did Miami, if I recall.
Center TBM-9 making informers back.
Yeah, I think we ended up in Wilmington that night.
We're 9
I forget what we flew. SSG? We flew one of the SSG planes? Might have been. Huh. I don't remember now. My HVAC buddy who was doing the work for me today, he's over here and he's like, dude, like the beginning of your stream was hilarious last week. And I'm like, I have no idea what happened in the beginning of the stream last week. Like, you got to be more specific than that. Code Toad, good to see you, man. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate your support. Yeah, we did the Florence flight. That was like a month and a half ago, though. That's been at least 4 weeks. Am I running the 1130 beta? I'm not. I don't usually run the betas. Will FBS, good to see you, man. There aren't any other FMS available. You can put the GTN 750 in here, if you've got that. But I don't have that, and I choose not to run that because I want my nav data to be up to date. So I don't fire it up. I called up Ops 2 at Limburg. They're ready for you. Great. Zebo. Okay, it was the Zebo that we flew 2 weeks ago. That's right. Yeah, I was trying to remember what jet. I knew it was a passenger jet, but I don't know. I'm losing my mind. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, man. I'll tell you. Also, I want to know what this means. Like, what does this fast slow mean over here on the left side? This seems like it's not doing anything because it always just says fast. And I know that's not true with this airplane. This airplane is not fast.
Delta 2435, step it away for just a minute.
2435, roger, maintain present speed or less and report back.
Present speed 2435.
And Seattle Center TBM 525.
All right, so we're speeding up now. Let's see what we can get out of this thing. Probably not much.
Contact North Bend Tower.
Order tower now, 5250.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. It's brightness. Yeah, I don't know what fast or slow does. Oh, there's decision head. Okay. Angle of attack. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because we have an angle of attack gauge here. Yeah, that makes sense. Crazy Demon, how you doing, man? Happy Friday. Arc Bar Battendorf, welcome aboard. Happy Friday to you. I met up with you at ILM in the Eclipse. Yes, you did, Oxbox. That's right. Could be like the E-bracket on the fighters tells you if you're on speed on AOA. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, we'll pay attention to that then when I'm coming into Limburg. Or at least try to. Default Laminar 737-800 has a cabin now. Yeah, I think that didn't like the 737X or something add that. Whatever, like one of those free modifications to it. Dazing, welcome aboard. It's going faster than when it's parked. That is very true. I can confirm this airplane is faster in the air with the engines on than parked. Yes. I'm showing 39 minutes en route. So the fun will start here in probably about 10 to 15 minutes once we start managing descent and whatnot. It's always interesting coming into Lindbergh, especially with that localizer approach. Because we'll step her down. Try to stop yawning.
That's 2435. Roger, review normal speed.
Normal speed 2435.
See, I'm putting together a crib tomorrow.
Uniform 2296, 52, climbing 210.
Blocked. Ship's all good to see you. Had a weird thing happen where I was simming like crazy for months. One day stopped cold turkey. Haven't wanted to fly since. Happened to you often. Yeah, it happens once in a while. Like a lot of it depends on what other games I'm into, what other games I'm playing, or what planes are out. I didn't have a lot of drive to sim over the summer just because I was so busy with other stuff. But like when the TBM came out, I was kind of interested in simming again. I was doing some simming a few weeks before that in the Eclipse. Like I found myself more interested in flying lately. Like as the weather starts getting crappier, it gets dark earlier and whatnot. Like I'm going to be more interested in doing more simming, but I go through my spurts. The nice thing about this stream is it sort of forces me to at least fire it up once a week. And oftentimes like that's all I end up doing is doing like the once a week sim stuff. But you know, I still enjoy it from time to time. Like, still get her going. That was so blocked. Yeah. Tim, this is the first time I've seen you fly in a sim in a long time, dude. So what do we got? We got 221 indicated. 377 over the ground. That's pretty much 370, 350 or so true, I think is what we're expecting, what we're getting. So yeah, it's not too bad. You know, we're moving.
Number 259er Delta Sierra.
Moving a little bit faster than the TBM behind us, but not by much. He's doing 330. We're doing 377. That's over the ground. My first PE months, flight in months. Yeah. I suspect that once the child comes, that my simming will be reduced significantly. What are you flying? I fixed up my ditch and tube liners flying in along Steve Gauge planes, both VFR and IFR, short hops with planes like the A2A Bonanza. Yeah. Yeah, I usually pull myself out of a simming funk by getting back into general aviation. Like I love GA. I love GA way more than I love the airliners. Without question. Tried all, went from Pelagio sim to Cub, got a newborn too, does affect a lot, yeah. Frost Paratus, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Stabilizer Motion, happy Friday. You flying CTP tomorrow? Nah. Cross the pond doesn't really interest me. You know, I prefer most of my flights to be what we're doing tonight, where you're going to be up, you're going to cruise for, 20, 30 minutes, and you're going to come back down. The idea of sitting in cruise for like 6, 7, 8 hours just does not interest me whatsoever. Plus, all this stuff with with cross the pond especially, you've got all the position reports and whatnot that you have to make, and it's just a mess on frequency whenever I see it streamed, like with the voice codec and the kids, and then people just in general not, like the controllers and the pilots both just not knowing really like how you're supposed to carry yourself when it comes to the transatlantic operations. So I'm sure it's a cool thing to do. I'm sure it'd be fun to do one of these days, but it's not for me. Fast, slow. In the approach mode, it references angle of attack. Gotcha. Seeking to provide the angle of attack equivalent to 1.3 times VS in this mode. You could set 300 IAS in the speed bug, and if you were flying 250 IAS, i.e. 50 below the MCP speed, it would still show fast. Got it. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you, Grau Adler. Our resident citation pilot.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, contact Los Angeles Center 124.62. Good day.
2462, 7th Tango Sierra. Have a great night. 24. I suspect we're going to see him again soon. Here comes the Los Angeles chaos. Los Angeles Center, citation 717 Tango Sierra, flight level 320. I'm going to say I got the frequency wrong.
Sure, 389 or 850.
Never mind.
Centerway Tower, continue.
Never mind, I got it right.
Helicopter 73 Whiskey, correction. Helicopter 73 Foxtrot, thank you. Contact Santa Barbara approach 120.55.
Ella is thick. Welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Any planes you're excited about? No, not really. I'm always excited about whatever I have today. and I'll worry about what's coming down the road when it comes out.
Helicopter 73 Foxtrot, Center Bravo departure, radar contact, climb and maintain.
We need to cross the pond with
4,000.
steamships.
Expect further clearance, 02.
Man the helm. We'll be there in 2
30,
weeks.
Time now, 0219er and
Did they say 2019 release for the MD-11? I have no idea. Yeah, I haven't read or heard anything about the MD-11, so I have no clue.
Niner Whiskey, runway 12, cleared to land. Center altimeter, I'm sorry, the wind.
You have a lot of 2 to 3 hour spurts in the sim is when they
4,
start walking
and
around and you
traffic
want to use
12
joystick anytime you see you flying.
6,
I see that, yeah.
Roughly 6.5 miles. He's climbing out on the
Iman
mid-
Akari, welcome
air.
aboard.
Correction. Helicopter, Bell 407.
Whoa, caps lock. Yeah, I'm hyped for Crazy to release the Hawker, man. The updated Hawker. That'd be good stuff. LA Center, Citation 717 Tango Sierra, flight level 320.
Citation 717
Hey.
Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Center, thank you.
You are welcome. Yeah, Crazy Diamond bought the Hawker project, and he's working on making some pretty big updates to it, so he's talked about it a little bit in the X-Plane.org forums.
Long Beach Ground, your 5x5. Just FYI, your call sign is invalid.
Did she say with you? I think she said thank you.
Call sign not.
She's somehow in on the joke. It could be. Stu Dog 120, good to see it. Maybe she is in on the joke. Half hour to go. What's down there? Nothing's down there.
There is 05A Bravo Echo.
Oh, Lake Havasu's down there. Okay, so
the letters are
Bullhead's
fine.
over here.
The 5 feet is fine. You
There's
just
Bullhead.
cannot begin with a
Laughlin
zero.
Bullhead
So
Airport.
after
That's a
the
fun one
number,
to fly
it has to
into,
be
too.
something other than a 0.
Is that? No, that's not Bullhead. I don't know, that's Lake Havasu. Never mind. Bullhead's way further up there. Never mind. I was wrong. Bullhead might be up here somewhere. I find it hard to understand her sometimes. I've had to ask her to repeat herself so many times. Maybe it's my headphones. Could be. I mean, I have some difficulty once in a while, but I think Geneva's been controlling as long as I've been flying on the network, and I think I've just gotten used to it. SSG's been working on a CRJ 700 for a while. Yep. JAR's working on an A340. Like, there's a lot of planes that are being worked on. Toto Rico, how you doing, man? Happy Friday, buddy.
Southwest 2296 Los Angeles.
How's the
Thank you.
how are the updates coming along, man? You've had a busy week. But yeah, Hawker's in progress, man. Hawker's being worked on. There is a Hawker that's out now, and so the guy bought it, and he's working on updating it. And it's gonna be pretty sweet from what I understand. Full disclosure, he's a friend of mine, so there's that. But we'll be showing it off once we have a chance to. Yeah, she's a good controller. Nice line into San Diego and a lucky one. I know, man. It's going to be pretty good. Somebody needs to give Paige a hold, though. Like, Paige needs to be vectored back around or something, because he's going to be there. He's going to be there way too soon. Like, maybe he should go around. But I think the rest of us are going to be pretty close. Like, you guys might beat me there. I don't know, but it should be relatively close. We'll see. Even the TBM's going to be pretty close too. Waiting for the rotate MD-11. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Is Joe the angry one? They're all angry at their own time. They all have their moments. It used to be that Brandon was the angry one, who was the one that we had going into Flagstaff. My experience working Hawkers on the ramp, invariably once passengers are off, do you have a lav cart? Okay. First Officer Ross, good to see you, man. Thoughts on the Citation? Worth the buy. I like the plane. I really do. The only like I think it's I think it's worth the purchase. I actually I did purchase the plane. So I would be very happy spending $40 on this. I will be happy spending $40 on this. Like I think it's a good plane. So yeah, it's got GTN support if you're into that, so you can get the GTN in there. You know, I use the default FMC and it's fine. But yeah, I'm pretty up on the plane. I'm pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. You know what? I think I forgot to turn the weather back on. Oh, I did. Uh-oh. All right, let's start the weather transfer. See how badly this screws things up. Not that it matters, because it was actually beautiful weather out here for the most part. But it'll be nice going into San Diego to have the proper weather. They always need the lav serviced. Fair enough.
Southwest 298, contact Los Angeles.
Not Goldie, he's Canadian, so he's always friendly, hey?
Los Angeles Center now 128.6, Southwest 298.
Dude, this is the TBM 900. I want a BizJet, but the TBM looks so nice. Oh, man. I would probably take the TBM over this, to be honest. But that being said, it comes down to whether you want a BizJet or you want to fly around in a sweet-ass turboprop. But, yeah, my pick between those two would totally be the TBM.
Flight level 251,
clear to San Luis Obispo Airport.
But they're very, very, very different planes in terms of not just the airplane itself, but in terms of like how what their simulation or what they're simulating, what their level of simulation is, and so on and so forth. So like it's very difficult to compare those two planes. Tim Radio, how you doing, buddy? Welcome aboard. Happy Friday or Saturday for you, I bet.
LA Center, good evening, TBM 221.
Love the TBM. I may come in last, but I'll have the biggest smile. There's some truth to that. Ramos J, welcome aboard. How you doing? TBM is pretty solid, man.
Center, Southwest 298, flight level 240.
Southwest 298, Los Angeles Center, San Diego, altimeter 29908. Descend via Lucky One arrival.
Send via the Lucky One arrival, Southwest 298.
All right. It's peaceful up here. About to take the Q400 to Anchorage. Nice. The only Japes, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Take a TBM 930 over an old school Citation. Yeah. I don't know. In the real world, I think I'd still take the TBM. I'd still rather fly the TBM than anything else. That'd be my dream plane. I'm sticking by that. Doesn't mean I wouldn't turn down. Doesn't mean I would turn down the opportunity to fly something like this, but TBM is definitely the one I would love to have.
I need a little more information than that. I need you to say your aircraft type.
Oh boy.
Your intentions as to where you're departing to, or if you're remaining in the pattern. Your location on the field, and
oh boy.
You have the weather.
Oh boy. Sirius Max is all about the Citation. The Citation is only marginally faster than your airplane, Max. Just so you know. Love the turboprop, but I've always wanted a good corporate jet. Bought the Citation today. Have no idea what I'm doing. I know, man. It's great, right? I love learning new planes like this. It's fun. I love the fact that BizJets are coming out, dude. Like this is, if anything, that's the best part about this airplane, is the fact that we finally have a modernized BizJet. Like I love this Challenger 300. Don't get me wrong, but that plane's showing its age. You know, this one's got modern sounds. It's got good visuals. You know, it's a solid airframe. It's a solid simulator. Solid simulation. So I'm super stoked to finally have a private jet that is, you know, private jet that we can fly a little more often. Granted, it ain't very fast, but we'll work with that.
Citation 717 Tango Sierra, cross Momorat, maintain flight level 240.
Momorat, maintain flight level 240, Citation 7 Tango Sierra.
Skype
Okay.
149er uniform Delta, Los Angeles clearance, clear to John Wayne Airport, LBJ departure.
All right, time for some
full
math.
beach direct. Climb via Citic set, maintain
Math
4000.
time.
Departure frequency 5.2.
Oh no.
Walk 4362.
Momar, 24,000 feet. That's 8,000 feet down. That's 24 miles. So let's say 10 miles before W. Berg we'll start down. So it's 11 miles to Momar, 13 miles to Shady. So those are 24 miles right there. So W. Berg to Momar is 24. Yeah, so we'll start down about 5 or 10 miles prior to W. Berg, which is what we're flying to right now. And we're 25 miles away. So top of descent in 15 miles.
People start reading that back. Just confirm that clearance was only for November 149er
Oh, boy.
uniform Delta.
Two guys reading the same clearance back.
Thank you. Just confirm squawk code 4362.
Dude, the ortho coming in here is fantastic.
Sky 9 uniform Delta
Right?
3 back correct.
You got the Salton Sea, you got Palm Springs over here. Yeah. Like, X-Plane's default scenery is not bad, but it really does a piss poor job with desert. Like, the desert is so detailed, and there's so much just little subtleties to what, you know, what's going on out there. All right, start down 9 miles. With the Citation, you need to actually think about runway length. On a TBM, as long as there's a patch of green, you go for it. It's true. What's my favorite bird in the hangar currently? The TBM 900, without question.
Actually leading the lateral portion of the Bravo.
Am I allowed to put links in chats? Yes.
About 9 miles to go yet.
Picture TBM landing in Bars makes me think of that YouTube video of the Cherokee overtaking the runway of Bars. Yeah, no kidding.
SoCal approve your descent. Otherwise, you'll have to go to the exit point of the transition, which is Van Nuys VOR, before you'll be able to descend.
Interesting. Somebody's trying to fly a route and maybe fly it wrong. Oh yeah, they're trying to do the yeah, one of the routes over LA. Oh, did they just disconnect? No. All right. 13 miles, 240. We'll go alt cell. We will go vertical speed. And we'll start our way down. So vertical speed down to 2,000 feet per minute. Pull power back. About 85% seemed to work last time. So we'll go with that number again. LA Center, Citation 717, Tango Stairs, leaving flight level 320. Maybe we'll get a Lear 75 Citation X and a Falcon 7. Yeah, maybe. Chop, pop, pop, welcome aboard. We put the plate. Oh! Sorry. Sorry about that. Here's where we're at right now. So we're on our way in. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to leave that up. Losing my mind tonight. Do you have a 2-year subscriber badge in the works? Yeah, there's a 2-year subscriber badge. We got one up. I gotta work on the rest of them, but the 2-year badge is the 2-year badge. Yeah, you can.
There's 734. Did you need a read back, or was that someone else
I'll show it to you. I'll just show it to you.
There's 735. So cross Morro Bay at 4,000. Clear VOR Alpha approach. Expect circle runway 29er and report procedure turn inbound.
Badge. There you go. That's the 2-year badge right there. Why is it opening in Photoshop? It's a PNG file. I don't want it to open in Photoshop, but whatever. That's the 2-year badge I've got plugged in.
Southwest 298.
So
SoCal approach. San Diego altimeter.
We might change that at some point, but I'm okay with it for now. It's appropriate. But yeah, we're coming up on that in like January, isn't it?
Southwest 298, roger.
This should help me with the descents. Oh, I know how to do the descents, but I'll check it out, man. Thanks. Totally got the descents covered. What do we got here? No speed restrictions or anything. Momar 240, and then we'll get the next controller and descend via. We will be unable to meet the speed restrictions on the descent.
Southwest 5923 would love a descent when possible.
We'll be unable to 70 on the descent, but...
Southwest 5923, descend via Lucky 1 arrival.
Summit Lucky 5923.
Yeah, they want us 270 knots at Trixie. I won't be able to do that. Outside of that, I can do the rest. Like there's not enough shades in the stream, right? Dude, I put those shades on. I can't see anything.
Tango Sierra, contact Los Angeles Center 128.6.
128.6, 7 Tango Sierra. 28. 6.
Southwest 5923 is going to be above Sophie just for planning purposes.
Wah, wah. LA Center, Citation 717 Tango Sierra, flight level 255, descending flight level 240.
Citation 717 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Center, thank you.
Descend via the Lucky 1.
29908.
98.
298, clear direct Lucky, cross the Lucky at 5,000, cleared localizer, runway 27 approach.
Okay. What is this?
Delta 2435, set to maintain flight level 240, turn right heading 280, vector for sequence.
280 and 240.
Reton. Billy, 10, 10, 10, 1. Thank you very much for your support, man. Welcome to the Daily Night Club. Cheers. Appreciate it.
Turn right heading 280 to set to maintain flight level
TA Sanford, good to see it. No TwitchCon from you, man. Not interested. I'm sure it's a fun event for those that go, but I have zero interest in TwitchCon. Billy 10, 10, 10, thanks again, man. Cheers to you, buddy. We get a fleet of different aircraft. Amazing as the new TBM X-plane has a healthy future. Absolutely.
Air 558 Bravo Echo Long Beach ground standby.
All right, it's 24,000.
Southwest 5923, turn right heading 280, vector for sequence.
Imagine once we cross Momar, we should, once we get cross or get at Momar, we should get to descend via.
Southwest 2296, contact Los Angeles Center 128.6.
We'll see. All right, we're going to plan for 95 knots again on the approach speed. That's easy enough. Look, look quiet.
14-9er, contact SoCal approach 134.2, leaving Bravo airspace.
That's always going to be a thing, by the way. And I'm quite all right with that.
Southwest 5923, Los Angeles Center, how do you read?
Go ahead, 5923.
Southwest 5923, gave you a turn twice here. Contact Los Angeles Center now 128.6, remain on heading. Aircraft to remain on the arrival.
28.6, 5923.
Uh-oh. You better write them up.
Southwest 5923 is 22.7, descending via the Lucky.
Thought for sure it was Friday track if I wouldn't see touchdowns. Flotation, yeah, I know, man. We're on the way. Welcome back, Bill. It's good to see you.
Southwest 5923.
Congratulations on your solo, by the way. I haven't had a chance to watch the video yet, but it's on my list this weekend. Euphoric Ranger, good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. We are about, this thing says I'm 12 minutes out. I don't know if I believe that. But, yeah, well, I guess we're pretty close to 12 minutes. We're about 15, 20 minutes out of San Diego right now. Just coming over the mountains here. Palm Springs outside. It's just there on vacation a month ago. It's a good time. Then we drove up and over this mountain right here. I think the road kind of snakes its way.
Sierra, fly heading 170. Descend and maintain 12000, expect direct Trixie.
Okay, 170, 12000. We'll expect that 7 Tango Sierra. All right, 170. Heading 12,000. Set. And we're going to expect direct Trixie.
Southwest 298, contact Limber Tower.
All right, so we're getting a little shortcut.
Star 1 extra golf, cross Momar at maintain flight level 240.
Okay.
Cross Momar at maintain 240, 1 extra golf.
I was not expecting that. It's one of those areas where ATC definitely gets to keep you on your toes. This is a very interesting vector. She's running me right along the west side of a MOA.
Southwest 298, Limber Tower, wind 3005.
It must be the way that the timing is working out, though, with the other guys coming in. Uh-oh. Speed. Speed.
Delta 2435, turn left direct hello, join the departure. Contact Los Angeles Center 128.6.
128.6, direct pillow, join the departure for 2435.
Okay, so we're going to plan for this localizer approach, I think. Localizer 27.
429er SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter 2997. Just FYI, you don't want to turn off the transmission until you get to the main IVOR. And it looks like you also descended as well.
San Diego weather, 5 miles.
Inappropriate view for altitude.
Mist, a few clouds, 300. 19 Celsius, altimeter 298. So we're definitely getting a localizer 27. So we can brief that real quick. Localizer 27 approach into the San Diego Lindbergh Airport. We're going to tune into 110.9er. We're going to have a final approach course of 275 degrees. Limber Tower 18.3. This is a non-precision approach. We're going to fly this down to a minimum descent altitude of 680 feet.
Level 272 descending 240.
And we should have the visibility requirements, so we should be able to find that we should be able to get the airport in time. We're not expecting to have to go around or anything like that, unless other people make us have to go around. The final approach fix is going to be 2,000 feet at the Rebo intersection. And in the event of a missed approach, we're going to climb heading 275 to 2,500 feet, intercept the Mission Bay 255 outbound radial. Take that out to Cade and hold there.
Alright, less calling in into
CK will be identified by Mission Bay 12.3 DME. That is the runway 27 localizer approach.
Citation 70 Sierra, turn right direct Trixie, join the Lucky 1 arrival. Cross Trixie at 12,000, maintain 250 knots.
Right direct Trixie, Trixie 12,000, 250 knots, resume the arrival, 7 Tango Sierra. Trixie.
Southwest 2296,
direct,
contact
execute.
SoCal approach 124.35.
Autopilot.
2435,
nav.
2296, yeah.
Trixie at 12,000, 250 knots. So let's put the marker up here at 250 so that we know. Okay, so we're dark Trixie.
2296 SoCal approach, San Diego altimeter 299.8. Expect localizer runway 27 approach from Lucky. Correction, Lindy.
So we're only cleared down to 12,000 feet. We're not cleared to descend via yet.
Southwest 2296 edges.
So while that's happening, 110.9er, nav 1. And Mission Bay comes after that, 117.8. The rest of it will get set up once we get closer.
TV 1X takeoff, contact Los Angeles Center, 1bay.6.
Boeing Man 2425, thank you for 5 months support, buddy. Appreciate it. Cheers to you. Speed warning in a slotation. What?
Star 1498 from Delta Los Angeles Tower. I promise you the southbound frequencies.
How close to the MOA? Not close enough to get buzzed.
Unfortunately, you get blocked Runway 25 left, clear for takeoff, wind 26.
Oh yeah, terrain should probably be on for this, shouldn't it? Terrain. There we go.
479 radar contact lost.
Uh-oh. Okay, 12,000 alt cell on.
Alaska 285, number clear, standby. 73 Foxtrot, contact San Luis Tower 124.0.
Trixie at 12,000 wasn't going to happen, but that's okay.
Southwest 5923, contact SoCal approach 124.35.
2435, Southwest 5923.
Southwest 298, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Monarch ground 123.9er. Have a great night.
Okay, it's all cross at or above except for Lucky at 6,000, so we're okay. It's supposed to be 250 knots. Let's turn his sync off.
For 558 Bravo Echo Long Beach ground, I haven't forgotten about you. Promise I'll be with you in 3 minutes or less.
No time for hijinks on the ground. Too busy flying. Yeah.
2296.
No, real pilots don't brief a plate. I know, right, man?
Runway 27 approach.
Possibly Chinese. Welcome aboard.
5923 SoCal approach. San Diego altimeter 2998.
Is this plane at the default FMC? You can also use the 750. Yes, you can, you Fork Rager. I choose not to use the 750 because I can't update the nav data. I'm using the default FMC, but yes, you can use. You can use the 750. Okay, we're trying to maintain 250 knots.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, contact SoCal approach 124.35.
2435, 7 Tango Sierra.
Alaska 285, limber clearance cleared at Oakland International Airport. Padre 2 departure orders, transition as filed, climb via SID. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, walk 7101.
It's interesting, this plane holds about 30 feet higher than the altitude you have plugged in. Wait for that reback to go through. She'll say reback correct, then we can go.
Alaska 285, feedback correct.
SoCal approach, citation 717, Tango Sierra 12,000, 250 assigned.
Citation 717.
That's how I have the weather.
Correction. Citation 717, Tango Sierra, SoCal approach, San Diego altimeter 29908. Reduce speed to 210 and descend and maintain 5,000.
210 knots, 5,000. We have the weather, San Diego, 7 Tango Sierra.
Thank you. Air 221X6 Los Angeles, Sonoma frequency.
Okay, so we're going to put this into IAS mode now. I'll descend so I keep that 210. We'll pull the throttles back, let her come down. This will take us down. Okay, looking good. Let's come to the FMC. Let's sync the heading bug. Autopilot. Heading mode. FMC. Departing and arriving. KSAN arrival. Localizer 27's plugged in, so back to nav mode. So we've got the approach loaded in the FMC. That's good.
Helicopter 70, Foxtrot, Sunlight Tower.
Probably a fairly dramatic descent. That's okay.
Cleared to land. Wind 290 at 6.
Early departure, lights on.
Skyhawk 149 from Delta, climbing via SID.
Skyhawk 149 from Delta, SoCal departure, radar contact.
All right. Mac Des Rochers, good to see you, man. First time watching the stream. Welcome aboard and happy Friday. It's good to have you here. You jumped in at a pretty busy time. Chop, pop, pop. Thanks for the bits, buddy. Appreciate it. Oregon Bruin, good evening, buddy. How you doing? Long time no see. You're breaking the lurk streak there, man.
Long Beach ground, go ahead as your request.
All right. There's Barrett coming up on Hannah. We got 3,000 to go. Should probably do alt cell on. There we go.
Sorry, Bravo Echo, runway 26 right, taxi via Kilo.
there's anybody else I missed, I apologize.
So remember 558 Bravo Echo, runway 26 right, taxi via Kilo.
Alright, MDA. Decision height. What is the minimum? What? Okay, so it's going to make you do decision height. That's fine.
Present speed or greater till final approach fix.
We can't do that.
700 feet.
We can do 180 to the FAF, we can do 210 till about 15 out, but we can't do 210 to the final approach fix.
Delta 5923, disregard, maintain normal speed.
Normal speed, 5923. Yeah, we can give you best airspeed, but 210 to 5 is a bit tough in this airplane.
Delta 5923, no worries. Spacing's fine, just maintain present speed. You can continue on your plan.
So I'm right behind Max.
Delta 2435.
TBM's up here, across the Salton Sea. We got Tim coming in here behind me, so Max is right in front of me.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, do you have a bridge request?
Localizer 27, please, 7 take us here.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, cross Lindy at 5,000, clear localizer runway 27 approach.
Cross Lindy 5,000, cleared localizer 27 approach, 7 take us here.
Southwest 2296, contact Lumber Tower 118.3.
Okay. Let's go. Sync up the heading bug. Autopilot. Heading mode. Change nav source to VOR 1.
230 knots restricted.
Delta 24.
Course is going to be 275.
Normal speed. Descend via Lucky 1 arrival.
Normal speed and descend.
Let's do a quick ID on this waypoint here. We got VOR, so nav 1.
Carenado Uniform Delta, fly heading 130, contact SoCal approach 134.9er.
Okay, that's identified.
130, approach on 134.9er for...
so it's arm nav mode. Ooh, shoot. Speed! Speed!
Southwest 2296, Lumber Tower, runway 27, clear to land 130 outside.
We're clear for the approach, so I can speed my discretion, but I don't want it quite that low. And it's all the way back to 95.
7 Alpha Lima, go ahead. Air 221 X, take off, radar contact lost.
200 knots will be fine. Wait for that bar to come in. Bar's starting to move now. That localizer's coming in.
Departure 149er Uniform Delta, climbing the Field Beach 6.
Sorta.
149er Uniform Delta, SoCal approach, LA altimeter 2997.
There it comes.
Helicopter 73 Uniform, tower
Okay, nav mode's on.
Alpha, remain
Comes the
the
intercept.
path to the I-10.
Limber Tower is going to be next, so that's 18.3.
Southwest 5923, contact Lumber Tower 118.3, facing, spacing is perfect.
183, 5923.
Okay, Lindy.
Southwest 2435, do you have a bridge
Let's see
request?
here. 5,000.
Delta 2435, localizer 27 spine.
Vidya. We can start heading down now.
Cross Lindy at 5,000, clear localizer runway 27 approach.
So let's go vertical speed.
Clear localizer 27, Delta 2435.
Go down about 1,000 feet per minute for now. Get caught up here. So 12.2 DME, we need to be above 3,600 feet. So we're about 1,000 feet above our glide path. I'm gonna go one notch of flaps.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo, remain this frequency. Good evening.
Shoot about 180 knots.
117 Alpha Lima, clear to North Las Vegas Airport.
Okay, next one is going to be 8.7 at 2,700 feet. 8.7 DME above 2,700 feet.
Maintain 6,000.
The missed approach altitude is 2,500, so we'll plug that in.
After departure. Departure frequency 134.65, 6066.
Okay, there's 10 DME, 1.3 miles to go. We're about 1,400 feet high. So let's just dive it down. .1 mile to go, 500 feet. Okay, we'll bring her back up now. 500 feet per minute should be fine. Oh no, 2,700 is what we're looking for. Sorry, we're 1,000 high.
Lumber Tower 118.3.
Tower 1837, take us here. Let's knock it down a little more. 2,000 feet now is going to be our intercept at 6.5 DME. So we've got less than 2 miles to go to get 1,500 feet down. So let's start her down. One more notch of flaps. Number Tower, Citation 717, Tango Sierra, localizer 27, 7.5 out.
First 17 Tango Sierra, Lumber Tower. Number 2 behind a southwest line.
Half mile. Let's go gear down.
3.5 miles. Runway 27, clear to land, wind.
Bring the speed back, leave the speed off. Clear to land number 2, runway 277, take us here.
Southwest 6923, just got the runway at minimum.
500 above at 6.5 DME. Okay, now we can go down to minimums. Minimums are 680.
Thank you.
Let's go flaps full.
Citation 7 goes here, copy.
7 take us here, affirmative.
Full head ground, TBM 117 Alpha Lima, general aviation parking, ready to taxi with information.
1,000 above. Nope. I'll have the runway briefly. As soon as we get down lower, the visibility is going to go to crap and we won't have the runway. Now it's 1,000 to go.
Okay, 9 uniform Delta, so it's going to be
Higher plane.
The reason why is that although you did state that you were climbing visa SID twice, you in fact didn't. Because if you look at the departure, the only restriction is to Santa Monica, I believe it's 158 or 159 radial, at or below 3,000. So once you're across that radial, which pretty
above.
much is, if you're west of the coastline, you're past that radial. You should
insight.
Continue your climb to 4,000. It looks like you stopped it at 3.
We still had another, yeah, there's the visibility coming in, but we do have the runway.
For 9 uniform Delta, so there's no specification on the departure that says you have to wait to climb until you receive.
Oh, look at that! There's the AOE gauge working its magic. Huh. All right. A little low. Let's get the thing back up a touch.
500.
There's 9 uniform Delta. The reason why is because your initial altitude was your final altitude. Climb via SID except maintain 4,000. So any restrictions below 4,000.
Okay, gear down 3 green, flaps down, indicated. I don't know what the indication is, but we're gonna go with it.
Be aware of and
lights are set. Landings or clearance has been received.
2.
Runway appears to be clear.
Then you're cleared up to 4,000. So that's what ATC is expecting you to climb to. Delta 40, correction, Delta 2435, contact Lumber Tower 118.3.
200.
Delta 2296, taxi to terminal via Bravo. Monitor ground 123.9er.
200.
Okay, looking good.
Long Beach Tower, November 558, Bravo Echo. Formation runway 26 right, wait for departure.
558, Bravo Echo, Torrance Tower. Left crosswind departure of the LA River approved. Runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Limber ground, Alaska 285, ready to taxi with the weather.
Drive 149 uniform Delta, turn left direct Seal Beach, advise you have weather and bridge request.
Why do we have a master
2435, localizer 27.
So the 2435 Lumber Tower, runway 27, clear to land at the, the aircraft just arrived before you, said he got the field in sight just before the numbers. Wind 3005, runway 27, clear to land.
Yeah.
Clear to landing, copy the wake for Delta 2435.
Southwest 6923,
taxi to terminal Bravo 1, monitor ground 123.9er.
I think I blocked you 23.9 and into the gate 3 Bravo 5923.
Citation 70 Sierra, taxi to parking via Charlie, monitor ground 123.9, or have a great night.
Parking Charlie, monitor ground 7. Take us there. Have a great night. Thanks for your help.
Alaska 285, Limburg ground, way the southwest, westbound on Bravo. He'll be turning into the gate.
Who here didn't think we actually landed?
Taxi via Bravo.
That's not long landing.
Alaska 285.
It's fine.
0179 Uniform Delta, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Always hating, man. Always hating. Want me to work with, yeah. Well, my goal was to get down and get off at this exit here, so I wouldn't have to go. Like, otherwise, I'd have to take a left turn, back taxi, and then cross the runway. I was enjoying an in-flight grilled cheese sandwich. I'll take it. What? We landed? I know, right? Right? That's good. I'll take that. I like this plane, guys. It's pretty good. It's pretty okay. Bring her up here to signature. Park it. Call it a night. Watch the replay and call it a night.
7558 Bravo Echo. I did give you takeoff clearance as a right crosswind departure.
Tim, did we lose our TBM, buddy?
6 right, cleared for takeoff.
Oh, the TBM didn't make it, did he? That sucks. There's sim crash? This scenery is Mr. X's freeware, San Diego.
Bullet Tower, TBM 117 Alpha.
There he is.
Lima,
There's Tim.
Short, runway 34.
No pressure, Tim.
So 117 Alpha Lima, Bullhead Tower, runway 34, clear for takeoff, wind 030 at 8.
34, clear for takeoff, 7 Alpha Lima.
Downlane clearance, Lance Air 122 Papa Tango, IFR to Palomar.
He kicked the TBM off.
Lexi 12 Papa Tango, downlane clearance, clear to Palomar Airport on departure, fly heading 175.
What do you mean he kicked the TBM off? That's weird.
As filed.
That's quite the flare.
Departure frequency 128.1.
I mean, you nailed the bars there, but what is he doing? Oh, he's leaving. Okay. What do you mean to kick the TBM off? Like, did you get disconnected? So I think he's taken off. Yeah, he's going up to Oakland.
122 Papa Tango, read back correct.
Yeah, the lights flash. I think it's a bug in either CSL or the way the data is sent over to the client.
149 Uniform Delta, say your approach request, please.
He pulled the caps. See ya.
39ers, Uniform Delta, Roger, across Soul Beach, at 4000, cleared I left, runway 20 right approach.
Ooh, that approach was sketch. Yeah. Ended up being buggy. Oh, it's all right, man. That sucks. All right. Let's go park brake. Let's think backwards here. Probably the lights. And then I'd imagine we hit that, pull you, hit that, pull you. Not bad. All right. Air conditioning. I'm assuming that comes off. And then that's off and that's off. And avionics can come off. Battery can go off. The gens can go off. And hey, we made it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to San Diego Lindbergh International Airport, where the local time is 8:03 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah. That's a good little plane, man. That's a cool plane. He ain't taking off anytime soon. Okay. I like that. That was fun. Thank you guys for flying along too. That was that made a pretty good time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gotta close the doors and then do the replay. There we go. All right. Well, that's kind of a crappy view, isn't it? Let's do this one instead. Come over here. Turn the audio down just a touch. Put you away. There we go. Good looking plane. Thanks, Ernie. You call that a float? We touched down right at the bars. That wasn't a float. Look at this right here. Perfect. Might be my best landing ever in flight simulation. You kidding me? Perfect.
Retard, retard, retard.
Yeah, that's right. Don't you forget it. Joe Manzinski, thanks for the 9 months, man. Appreciate it. Remember, jet fuel's cheaper than brakes. I'll take it. Let's get the inside view.
Minimum 20, 30, 40, 50, 100.
Right here so we can at least see the parking garage. Because it's the parking garage is terrifying. Like a pro. See? That's right. The late break. Well, the late braking action was because I realized I could make that turn off if I punched the brakes.
100.
Thanks, Max.
40, 30, 20, 10.
We might have come down a little early. All right. Well, folks, it's been real. I like this plane. I would put this on my worth getting list if you're looking for a biz jet. Yeah, who else is live tonight? Anybody? You go say hi if you want to. Captain K-Man, been watching him a lot. Ground Point Nine. What? AJ's flying? Oh, man. Bill's flying. We got a bunch of people. Captain K-Man, Ground Point Niner, Bill 4LE. Bunch of guys going. Have a great weekend, guys. I don't think there will be a Monday stream. I have to, I'm trying to finish up my instrument rating, and I'm basically flying Monday, Wednesday, and doing ground school stuff on Tuesday. So I don't think I'm going to have any time this week, but I'll try to do something Monday if I can. But thank you guys all for coming. I hope you all have a great weekend. And we'll, at the very least, see you next Friday. So toodles. Kill it. We're done.